introduce and all that.
You're listening to the Beans and Dice podcast, a podcast about how we game.
Hey, folks, welcome to the Thursday night Beans and Dice call-in show. I'm Carlos.
I'm Rob.
I'm Wayne.
And it's Thursday night.
Got 3 live in studio tonight.
I know.
What? It's been a hot minute.
Woo!
Has been.
I had to move stuff around.
Yeah, I had to rearrange.
Had to
the
make
whole,
extra food.
rearrange the whole room, move some games around.
Wayne brought some drinks.
I did.
It's a good day. Welcome to the studio, Wayne.
I am good to be back.
You brought...
Creature Comforts.
Creature Comforts.
Ha-ha! Wayne is teaching Creature Comforts tonight. We've done one round. We will be continuing to play during the show. If you dislike the idea of us playing games instead of talking to you, you can fix that by calling in.
That's true.
That's going to be the way it works. Like, you call in and the show is yours.
This is our second game of the night.
It is. Our first game of the night was some Blood Rage. That was a throwback. I posted pictures on the YouTube for the Blood Rage, so y'all could see some of the Blood Rage action that was going on. Wayne, I think it was like your second play ever of Blood Rage.
Yes, it
You think it's about second?
Yeah, second play ever.
And what was the final result of that one?
I won by 2 points.
1 by 2. I did a boneheaded move at the end, so I can't complain though. He's only played twice.
Yeah.
I probably played 20
Well,
times.
you had a bonehead move, but then you there was at least four times in the game where you just totally screwed me over. So
Yeah,
it was like-
it works out. It all
Yeah, it works
balances out.
out, yeah.
I did not do so well. I think I
no.
ended up at 49 points.
Yeah. To Wayne's 79?
79.
Yeah.
So the spread was rough.
77, 79, 40 something.
That's what happens when you have a failed Loki strategy.
Yeah, you got to go all in on Loki. You got to get all those cards.
Yeah.
Well, it's...
When you're
I
getting
desired to take them all.
when you're getting
I took everyone I could find.
7 or 8 points for
And
everybody who
honestly,
dies.
I think the ones that got buried in round 2 and 3 were the big scoring Loki cards.
I didn't see the round 3 one, but yeah, we know in round 2 the one that got buried out was a Loki. Was not one that
yeah,
you could
yeah.
get. So yeah.
But it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Blood Rage is good. It's still, oh gosh, it's got to be hovering around my top 10, top 15 of all time. It's good.
I'm just glad we got to play because now we can play it again and having had it like that refresher.
Yep.
Right? It was that first moment of, oh, I forgot you can do that.
We said it's been what, like 3 years maybe since we played.
At least.
So, yeah.
And I think I played it once. I think on BGA Live we did it on one of our Wednesday night things, and I think I made the same mistake that one time online that I did tonight. Was I kept way too many battle cards and didn't keep enough upgrade cards.
Big ones too. Big battle
Yeah,
cards.
cause I'm thinking war game, right? You want the big battle cards. You want to add to your hits. But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed
A
it.
little bit of strategy in there. Yeah.
Things that I forgot about Blood Rage are you can play cards that cancel all cards that were played.
There's some of those red ones that are ugly, yeah. Or get you steal points from other people. And
Or you can bring in a monster that just wipes out everything on the board.
yeah.
Other things that I forgot, you can play strength cards after everybody's played strength cards. Right? There are cards that do that. So
+2, yeah.
it's those moments of, well, does he have it? And if they do, will they play it?
I think I got it one, but nope. +2.
Order of operations really does matter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got Chris in the chat says, at the Lightning game, go Bolts. Have a good podcast tonight, guys.
There's Fetishspiel.
Thank you, Chris. I thank you for pronouncing that, Robert.
Yeah, I'll throw that in there, yeah. That's a cool last name. Kind of like that one.
So, Wayne, what is Creature Comforts? What's the gist of this game that we're looking at here on the table?
So this is a build it's from Kids Table Board Games. So it's meant to be, as Rob would say, a light game.
I like game.
But it is
Board game
basically-
rundown in the chat.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, hello, Tim.
Hey. So it's billed as a light worker placement game, sort of entry level. I have a 9-year-old, so this is a game that he's going to play with me a ton. Probably, he's already. I set it up the other day, kind of explained it to him. He's like, "Okay, I'm in. Let's do it." So we'll get it played. This is my first play of it, obviously tonight.
For all 3 of us, yeah.
So it's kind of interesting. Is you have 2 dice that's your family dice, and you're going to roll those. And then once you roll those dice, you have your 4 workers that you're going to place on the board. One of the friendly parts of this that makes it sort of light is there is no blocking. All the spaces can be unlimited. And I think actually the first round we just played, Rob and I played exactly
the same 4 spots. And Carlos went to 3 of the same 4 spots.
Yeah. Probably happened a lot in the beginning of the game. But I think the benefit there is you only know 2 of the numbers you're going to have, right? And when you put your workers on the board, all the spaces will activate based upon what die value you have.
Combination of
you
numbers.
kinda
So
have-
each player has 2 dice that they're going to use, and then Wayne's going to show over on his side of the board the communal dice, the village
Right.
dice.
These don't get rolled until after you've placed your workers out there. So you're kind of
Hoping. Yeah.
Right? You're looking at the 2 dice you got, and you go, okay, I think I can get this in this location, but I need these other 2 locations. So you have to hope that the roll went well. And I think in that first round,
Wayne rolled crappy.
yeah, we all went to a location that needed a 4, and I rolled no 4s.
Two ones, a 2 and a 6.
6.
Yeah.
But the good thing is, if you can't use a worker, you get a little plus minus for the next round. And basically, your little woodland creatures, you're going out and you're collecting goods to make your home better for the winter. And we're playing the short version. There's an 8-round version and a 6-round version of the game. This 6-round version, once you get through all 6 rounds, it's wintertime. You're getting ready to bed down for the winter and hibernate or whatever, and you'll see how many victory points you scored. And you're trying to craft cards, and the cards tell you the resources you need to craft it. Each card's worth a certain amount of victory points, and then some of them have like sort of bonuses that you can get. So
Kyle from Chicago says,
Kyle.
"Hey fellas,
Hey, how's it going?
I
Kyle's
think
in
this
from the
might
beginning.
be a game that Kyle would be interested
Yeah,
in.
with the kids.
Knowing the types of games that he plays with his wife, we're talking like Obsession and
It's
Viticulture,
a light game.
and then he's got the kids that are growing up.
Yep.
I think this is one that might interest Kyle.
Yeah,
Kids
I
will
think
grow into
if
it.
you have young kids or you have people who aren't hardcore gamers, this is going to be a good one for you. Again, this is the first time I'm playing it. I missed the first Kickstarter a year or 2 ago. They just had a recent Kickstarter for it, and then I picked this up from.
We're gonna get things wrong,
Yeah. Oh,
probably.
yeah.
Yeah, we're probably
First
going
play.
to something up.
and if
played-
that bothers you, just call in.
Yeah.
Call in and take over the show. Whenever you call in, you become the host for 10 minutes. The show is yours.
We'll stop playing and
Yep, we'll stop playing and talk to you.
we played one round just so you know. We played the first round just to kind of make sure we knew how it worked. But we figured we'd pause there and then we'd start the second round to show you kind of the beginning of a round, a full round, if not more, depending on our calls
As
tonight.
we go through things, yeah.
Yeah. But do we have any other topics just to prime anything? Any thoughts of the night?
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
Like, I mean,
Kickstarter's dead.
Oh, yeah, Wayne's got a news
Game
thing.
found
Yeah,
wins.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it was interesting. I mentioned to these 2 guys. I was on the way over here tonight. I was listening to Board Games Insider with Trevchek and Bonacor, and they were saying they had some news article where GameFound's revenue from Kickstarter, like backer kit or crowdfunding, doubled last year. So whatever they had done the previous year, they doubled it. But I think the more interesting stat was that when Bonacor pointed out that of the 10 highest crowdfunded projects
yeah.
in 2023, 5 of them were on GameFound.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
50%. And Kickstarter had 4, and then BackerKit or the other one had 1. So
My guess probably is maybe as recent as maybe 2 years ago, but that stat would have been probably like 9-1.
yeah, easily 9-1 or
yeah,
even 10-1. So
Yeah.
and I kind of sensed, and I think Carlos, you heard it as well, is a little animosity from Bonacor and towards Kickstarter, and from the back end, I guess, the customer support. They're like, as far as I'm a project manager, I'm bringing this board game to you, and you all suck, right? You're just bad customer service, and so not even just bad customer service as far as us buying stuff.
as backers, also as publishers.
Publishers.
Like the publishers that are on there and the service that they would get.
Yeah, and we know Steven was, before board games, was a Wall Street guy, and he was he's a business guy, right? He's like, the biggest thing you can say is think you're on top, you can do whatever you want. You can never think like that because you're gonna get taken out by somebody. And I think
Kodak,
yeah,
IBM.
yeah, a million, Ford.
Yeah, lots of
back in the day.
examples. Yeah.
They've all had their time when they hit the bottom, thinking they were always on top.
AOL.
What's that?
AOL. Yeah.
It's funny because my wife still has her AOL email.
So do I.
Oh, really? I probably do so. Well, no, they probably deleted it.
My AOL email address has 1996 in the name.
Oh, really?
And that's when I got the email
You
address.
started it?
Dating
Yeah.
itself.
And so it's like, yeah, I've had the same email address since 1996. But yeah, it's interesting. I think Kickstarter's in trouble. And what's interesting is I have not found a Kickstarter really that I was like, I want to back this. Like I was crazy about for a while now. It's really kind of drying up a little bit, I think. I don't know. But I just thought it was interesting. I think you're going to continue to see GameFound grow.
Yeah, because the one that I did, which is the Castles of Burgundy Deluxe Edition, that was GameFound.
Yeah.
That was not a Kickstarter.
And then the other thing is that BackerKit is going to get the next Brandon Sanderson book. So Brandon Sanderson is not going to do Kickstarter the next time around. It's going to do BackerKit. So that's interesting.
Pablo says the stable pledge in GameFound is pretty cool too. On the backers side,
Yeah. So
what is a stable pledge?
I don't know if maybe this is it, but I know
is that payment plan?
Yeah, I think that might be it. I thought that was really cool. I almost did it for Final Girl because I
Oh.
wanted to go all in on
How
Final
would-
Girl. And
That would change a lot of how I feel.
pay
Yeah,
monthly
being
instead
able
of
to
all one time. You
spread it out.
So like my trip to Daytona every year, the big trip for the camping and the race and the 24 hours and all that, it's all installment payments.
Right.
So and it's kind of it almost feels like a loading bar,
Right.
right? Like as I'm paying this balance off, like I know that I'm getting closer to, I can see that progress. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's almost here. I can see that being gamified in GameFound. Like, all right, here you're going to pay for it. And as you get closer to finishing this off, your game will be closer. It'll be less negative feels.
Yeah. That's why the whole Final Girl thing, it was when I looked at it with a late pledge for it, you could get like seasons 1, 2, and 3 with everything all in. It was like $600 or $700, right?
Wow, yeah.
But underneath it said for $50 a month
For the next-
for the next year,
However long.
however long, and I think that opens up some of those bigger campaigns to people who they may not have the disposable income to drop $500 in 1 month, but they could do $50 a month. So I think that's huge.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, in the feeling piece of it, like dropping $500 to then be like, all right, I'll see you in 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. That to me is an emotions thing.
Yeah.
That's like hey Wayne, I'm gonna give you this $500 for a promise from
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't looked too. I wonder if there's a slight upcharge. Like if it's $500,
Gotta be.
maybe it's $520.
Oh, you think?
$550?
always
to pay
a little
monthly,
interest
there's a
on
little
there?
interest
Yeah.
on it or something.
Yeah. I don't
Loan
know.
Shark, he's gonna get his.
And be able to, I assume you could bail out at any time. So, I mean, if you got 2 or 3 payments in, all of a
then something
sudden,
happened, you
something happened you,
away. Yeah.
financially, or you change your mind and you're like, that's not,
Or
not
Mythic
coming,
goes under.
and
I
not
don't
coming
know.
together the way that I think. Yeah. Or Mythic goes under. Yeah. All of a sudden, you haven't paid the
that
500.
is the danger of
Yeah.
like that though. Is if you're not a solid company,
Yeah.
I'm sure you have to allow, like Carlos, you're going to bring Creature Comforts to the Kickstarter. But you're like, no, I can't afford to like have people back out on me, so I don't want to do the monthly payment plan. I can't imagine that some companies would want
I think
that
seeing the terms and conditions is gonna be
option.
enlightening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
We'll,
interesting.
we'll count on Pablo 42
Yeah.
to
Keep us
figure that one out.
updated.
tell us if we're wrong there. But I like the idea of that, because there have been some bigger campaigns. Like I think ISS Vanguard is one that
Oh, yeah.
I was like, and I don't want to sound. I could probably afford to buy some of these bigger Kickstarters, but I'm also a little cheap. I'm like I don't feel like I.
Me too.
Yeah, it's hard for me.
But
to,
you shouldn't.
right.
Like you shouldn't just throw your money
Yeah.
at games.
Right.
Yeah. I'm very selective. Yeah. Mm.
But
Interesting.
then sometimes I regret not backing those bigger ones.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah. I've learned to live with that.
Yeah.
See, I pay the tax afterwards.
Yeah.
Like,
You pay
oh,
the premium charge
right.
for the data later
Massive Darkness, right? That's one of them.
after you see it.
Like, oh, I should have got in on that. Now it's cost me twice as much for each of the expansions that I wanted.
Yeah. See, but my rationale is if I took the money I would have spent initially and invested it, I probably would have made.
Well, there you go.
decent
If you
amount.
invest it.
If it,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Enough to cover the extra tax that you
Probably
would
not
have
that,
had.
but some
No?
of it at least. Yeah. I mean, so
Cool.
yeah. So that was the one thing I thought was interesting this week is just the idea that.
I know this week is Escape WinterCon. I think it's just getting
Yeah.
started.
So Jim's already
today?
over there gaming. He's looking for a Scythe game.
Seen some pictures. Yeah. Looks like people are having fun.
We'll see.
I want to hear more about that report because I know they sold out.
Yeah.
Rob
How many-
reported in that they sold
And
out.
it's a new location.
Yep.
I want to hear about that.
The pictures, it seems like I don't know how to say, a nicer location than it was in the past. I mean, just from seeing pictures, all I've seen is a handful of pictures that people have been
I
posting on the
liked
thing.
the convention hall we were at.
Yeah.
The convention hall. Wayne, have you been to Escape Winter?
No, it's always in February. It's
The
just
convention hall at Escape Winter was great. I would say great. Like that's the words I would
hotel
use.
was kind of sketch.
That's where the people had trouble.
Did you ever stay in the rooms?
Oh, we did. You crashed with me one time,
Okay.
Rob.
Oh,
and
was it with you? I know I stayed
we
with,
had the kids' suite
stay with Dan once.
that had the
yeah.
kids' bunk beds.
Bunk beds.
Yeah.
So they had like kids built-in bunk beds.
I think
Yeah.
I've stayed at that hotel once years
Yeah.
ago, and like my wife was like, it was like one of those ones where you buy in like hotels where it doesn't tell you the name of it, but just shows you
Oh.
the price.
Right.
And we went there, we're like,
It was a
no,
little
never
little
again.
rough in the rooms department. yeah.
Location was great.
Yeah.
Like, food access, like right across the parking lot was a whole
Oh,
plethora
yeah.
of restaurants.
I think this new place, someone posted there was a strip mall nearby or food nearby because people were posting. I know there's one. It was like Iraqi food and
Yeah.
a bunch of
Anything in Orlando, in that area, Kissimmee, whatever that is. But yep.
Yeah, but you should say one: is it bigger than last year or smaller? Is there more people or less? Is it?
The room looks smaller. Again, all I'm talking about is what I've seen in pictures. So there may be more rooms, but the main room people were taking pictures in looked like it was maybe half the size. So, yeah. But again, there may be plenty of other rooms. I don't know. I'm just going off of pictures. But, yeah, It looked pretty sharp. It was brighter. There was lots of white drapes and coverings on the walls. The tablecloths looked really nice. I mean, it almost looked like a place you'd go and eat dinner. So, yeah,
Fancy.
it was really bright and kind of fancy looking. Yeah, so
Now, have you guys gotten your tickets for Dice Tower East yet?
I have not.
No, actually, I'm picking mine up from Michael.
Oh,
So
there you
Michael's
go.
transferring me his.
Okay.
I know, unfortunately, he can't make it.
Yeah.
But he and I are swapping spots. I'll be taking his spot. Usually we wait till around February,
Yeah,
March
I'll get
before
mine,
we
but
buy
yeah,
us
usually
ours.
it's around tax return time. I'm
We're-
getting mine.
I was gonna
We're
do-
not the Christmas folks.
Yeah.
Pick them up at November.
Yeah, that was,
You know, I'm buying presents for the kids, not for myself.
not for yourself, yeah. I think the last I looked, there was still 500 or 600 tickets.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there's still about a third of the tickets available.
I've never missed out. So
No, because I mean they don't sell out till
month
April,
before, 2 months before. Yeah.
April, May.
Yeah.
I'm still interested to see if this year.
I got the hotel. Like we booked that early.
Yeah, the book you got
Hotels you got to book early.
I'm interested to see, like last year we saw just every convention sell out, huge increases, biggest Gen Con ever, biggest Essen ever, biggest Dice, full Dice Tower East, full this, whatever. I'm interested to see if that carries through this year. Early interest, so Tantrum Con, which was up in North Carolina, they supposedly had a couple hundred people more than last year.
Good.
So they have room to grow. If Escape WinterCon is as big or bigger than last year, I'm interested to see like what's happening. I know DragonCon is capping their attendance basically.
I imagine a lot of them will have to at some point.
Yeah. So I'll be interested to see like does Dice Tower sell out sooner than last year.
Sounds like they might be with the number of tickets left, and I know that they really haven't grown the admissions.
No, it's like static. I think
Right.
with Dice Tower West, I think there were still tickets available.
And-
Oh, yeah, at the
But
door.
that's a
And they're
much-
saying come to the door.
yeah,
Yeah, you
but
can get at the
but it's
door.
probably a much bigger.
I don't think they're
venue.
capping that. Like they're like we're taking everyone we're anticipating
Yeah, I
plus
don't know,
whoever
maybe.
wants to come to the door.
That would be interesting. Yeah, I'd be interested to see that.
Because they literally said, "Hey, you can buy your tickets at the door. It'll be a little more expensive, but buy them at the door. Like show up."
Yeah.
Which is interesting because that's the complete opposite of Dice Tower. It's, we're capping. They're suppressing the attendance. Like I remember when Patrick was a part of the convention, like it was growing exponentially every year. Like it was more and more, getting larger and larger. Here, if they started saying, "All right, we're going to start small and we're going to keep it small for a while," and they have.
Yeah, Tom said he wanted this to be a little more intimate. That Dice Tower West was going to be the big, no holds barred. They don't run Dice Tower West. Tim, the guys,
McVilliers.
yeah, and so the Dice Tower staff is not running that event, so they're free to play games, do shows, whatever. Here in Dice Tower East in Orlando, the Dice Tower staff is actually running that. They're doing attendance, they're checking people in, they're doing everything. So they wanted to keep it smaller so that it's easier on them. They're not doing the shows, they're not doing a lot of the other stuff. So they are going to change that a little bit.
They're
Yeah,
doing shows again this year.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to
They're
it.
gonna do a few,
'cause
Tom
they got,
said, yeah.
the two comedians, the two magicians.
Yep.
And I think what's his name? Grant Lyons is going to do is
Comedy.
Oh, the comedy
Yeah,
guy.
he's doing a comedy
I've
thing.
been
yeah.
wanting to see his board game comedy show because he's a pretty funny dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he does a whole 30, 40-minute set on board game comedy, it's got to be pretty funny. I'm looking forward to
It's
that.
gonna be great because it's gonna hit.
I'm gonna be there for that. Like,
Be the
I
right
think
crowd.
That's like, if it starts at 8, you gotta line up early. I will be like, hey guys, I'm done gaming by 7 because I'm gonna go get my food and sit in line because I want to be. Front
I've
row for
watched
that.
Joey do his thing. Joey Evans.
You seen him?
He's
Yeah.
he's done magic for the Dice Tower. I've
Did he
seen
do the
that.
retreat or something? Somebody
Yeah,
did something
remember
at the
Nick
retreat,
got
maybe.
Nick
Yeah,
got called up
that's right,
there,
yes.
and
With the $50 bill or
yeah.
whatever it was. Yeah.
Nick and his high dollar bills he keeps in his
Yeah.
pockets. So that was fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I have not seen Brian Drake,
Yes,
the other
they're
magician
both gonna
from
do
Dice Tower,
shows,
but
yeah.
it sounds like they're each gonna have a show.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
'Cause
Grant
I,
Lyons.
mean, I love Dice Tower East, and I love all the games I got done at Dice Tower East. But having some panels or some other events is kind of fun sometimes to break it up.
And this year's gonna be a little weird. It lands. I think the 4th lands on Thursday.
Yeah, so it's like
So I'm
Wednesday,
not
Thursday.
promising a call-in show Thursday because the 4th is my firstborn's birthday. It's what kept me away from Dice Tower all those years because we always spent his birthday camping and fireworks, right? We'd do stuff at Disney.
Right.
It wasn't until it was actually one of the years where the 4th did not land on the convention. Like it was like a Tuesday or something, like
Yeah.
a Tuesday or Monday that I said to Robert, all right, we'll go. So we did like 4th of July at the beginning of the week.
over at Disney.
At Disney Fort Wilderness,
right.
and then immediately drove the van over with all the camping gear for Wednesday check-in at the hotel, and spent the end of the week at the Dice Tower. So, and then after that, I was like, I think we're gonna switch what we do.
Yeah.
Like I want to come back.
Yeah.
So you think that Thursday you're probably going to
But this Thursday, and 4th of July, is gonna be my son's 21st. That's a big one.
That is.
That's Poppy's gonna buy you a beer.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna share our first legal beer.
My son's not interested. We've already talked about it. He's like, nope.
Oh, he's not interested.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
you're
he's
gonna,
not-
gonna do it anyway?
My
My son refuses. He will not.
Wow.
Yeah. No, he said, like, nope, I will not.
It'll be
drink.
more of a
Yeah.
tasting thing.
Yeah.
I'm certain because it's not
Buy him a flight.
right. It's not his thing.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not like this is what he desires to do. But we're gonna share that
Hey,
first
got a
beer.
caller.
Beans and Dice podcast. State your name. Where you calling from?
It is Ron from Atlanta.
Rob Frazier, how are
What's
you?
going on, man?
Hello, Ron.
Consider the circumstances. I'm doing good. But I don't want to get into it here.
Yep.
But what I am wanting to talk about is a board game that I haven't gotten a chance to play yet, but it caught my eye.
Okay.
Have you heard of French Quarter?
Oh
Yes.
yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. It was played at the game day at Michelle's a 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
2 weeks
Week and
ago.
a half ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's the
Yeah, so you might imagine why I would be interested in French Quarter.
Yeah.
Seeing as I'm from New Orleans.
Absolutely.
Happy Fat
I-
Tuesday. I guess that was this week, right?
Is that this week?
Fat Tuesday.
I knew Artie
That
was
was
right. yeah.
Tuesday. That was Tuesday. I mean, talk about timing, thematic timing, and everything. But I haven't played it yet. Like I've only opened it. I haven't even watched any videos. But I bought it.
Sounds like a Carlos thing.
Right.
Bought it but not played.
Yeah. Right.
On name
Yeah, I
alone
was-
and artwork, I think this fits.
On name alone, that's exactly why I bought it. Like I'm like, okay, it's a rolling right. Those can be hit or miss for me. I like a lot of little rolling rights or what have you.
Well, it's got the pedigree.
Right.
It came from the same one who did the what was the fishing game, the fishing roll and write,
Fleet.
Fleet the Dice game.
Fleet the Dice game, and
Three
then
Sisters.
There was Three Sisters was after that, and then the car game that actually I own. I haven't played it yet.
Motor City Works.
Motor City,
right?
City, yep.
Something like that.
And then now this one. So I mean, yeah, it had 3 pretty good hits. Motor City hasn't been as big a hit, but we know the first 2 were giants in the roll and write genre.
All right. So tell me I got a good game.
Yeah, Wayne and I didn't play it. I don't believe you didn't get in on that
I
game.
did not play it.
No.
but
This-
I will
This sounds
say-
like a Carlos thing.
Tell me-
I'm going to make a purchase.
Tell me I did right.
It's going to be a significant purchase. Now help me justify.
Yeah.
So I know that for BJ from Board Game
yep,
Gumbo
yep.
has gushed about this game.
Oh yeah.
And actually, Ron, when you open it up, there is a BJ's Gumbo shop on the
board.
board.
No way.
BJ's in
Yeah,
the
he's
game.
on there. Yeah.
BJ's Gumbo shop. So,
But he's got a reason to
Oh
be.
yeah. He's a local.
He's a local, yeah. But everyone that's played it has liked it. That
I'm saying he's
heard.
biased,
Yeah.
right? He's in the game. Of course, he's going to tell you
Yeah, of
he
course
loves
you gotta
it.
love it. He wants everybody to buy a copy and get BJ. Yeah.
Let me pull it up here, but yeah, no, everyone
Right.
liked it when they played it at the game day.
Yeah, I think it was a hit. Wayne and I did not get in. I was in the middle of Dune Imperium Uprising, and Wayne, I don't know if you were not there yet. You came in maybe after they started.
they was just started. playing,
Okay, yeah. So we didn't get to play, but they seemed to have a good time. Everybody seemed to like it.
Cool. That's good to hear. Yeah, it was $35 this thing, or $30. So it's like it wasn't it wasn't expensive. It was affordable.
Yeah.
So
I think in today's economy,
Cool.
you can reclassify your show and have them in that $30
$35.
range.
Yeah.
$35.
Is it now 35?
Yeah, $35. It's 35.
For you folks
Yeah,
at home,
so I'm working
Ron
with
does
you.
a segment on the Dice Tower where he talks about affordable good games.
Horrible games, yeah.
I think it hits the
yeah,
theme
yeah, exactly.
real well. I mean, this is like I know not up your alley there, Rob,
Yeah.
but like I've seen BJ. I think I watched a little bit of their playthrough of this and stuff. And it's just guys from
Yeah.
the area, they're like, oh, this hits all the spots of like what you would think of, when you think of French Quarter.
Yeah, I'm working on. I I feel like people have covered Rolling Realms, but like I need to do a segment for Rolling Realms because I like it. You know, it's enough. You know, it's enough price range. And the thing is that like it doesn't have to be like an outstanding like masterpiece of a game for me to cover it. You know, that's not the goal here. The goal here is there a game that's $35 or less that's at least solid? You know,
at $35 or less, getting 3 plays in to me makes it valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Rolling Realms takes about 30 minutes to play and everything like that. So, yeah. So that's kind of that's on my short list. So, but other than that, like, this is the thing that was on my mind. Have you, any of you guys going to the Orlando retreat on Labor Day weekend?
I'm not sure if I know about it.
The Dice Tower retreat?
Yes.
Oh, is that the Dice Tower? I didn't know that was that weekend. I am going. William,
the Dice Tower.
Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, they have. They're doing another retreat in Orlando this year. Oh, I don't know if that is the retreat.
It is.
Yeah,
They've announced
they're moving it from Miami.
Yeah, they're not doing Miami anymore. They are doing Orlando from now on for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I was on the wait list, and Tom emailed me asking me if I'm still interested in going, and I was like, man, I am torn because I'm going to all these other places, and it's like, you know, do I want to add another trip just for myself? I was just in Orlando in January.
That's what, about an 8-hour drive from you from Atlanta?
Yeah.
That's a good bit.
You know, I'm hitting some kind of convention every other month, and in July I'm doing Southern Fried, which is local here, and then I'm committed to going to Gen Con. You know, a few weeks later
for Super Show.
Goodness, no, not for Super, but just for conventions in general. Like, I'm doing a lot. I'm hitting a lot of conventions because I'm turning 50 here next month.
Oh, congratulations!
I'm traveling.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'd like to get to it.
I'm 50 in August, so I'm just a few months behind you.
All right.
Well, I'm saying you know where I'm going to be Labor Day, so
Atlanta.
Yeah, I know. That's another thing. Like, you're going to be actually up here in Atlanta, and I may actually go to this retreat because
crossing paths.
Yeah,
it's awesome, dude. The
retreat is awesome.
I'd much rather do that. Yeah. So I was just curious. So,
Wayne's shaking his head over here.
No way. He's Dragon Con all the way.
Sorry. I'll pass the retreat for Dragon Con. Dice Tower East
close,
but I don't know, man.
It's all in what you want.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, actually, I think we're bringing our kid again to Dragon Con. We had so much fun with him last year.
Cool.
Yeah. Robbie, I'm sorry. Did you say you were going to the
I'm going. William is going. William hasn't been on the show in a little while, but Sepulveda. Yep. So he'll be there. We could play some Lord of the Rings card game there.
Yeah. I have to make up my mind quick. I don't want to keep Tom waiting.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure there's other people on the wait list.
Yeah.
So that I don't want to go. I'll let you guys know. Keep you
I'd love to see you there, but of course, whatever's best for you. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. So, and I wish you guys were going to Gen Con, but I understand why you're not.
Next year.
Yeah.
2025.
Yeah, before long, I'm going to get up there. Maybe the next couple of years, I'm planning to do that. I'm planning to hit Dice Tower West in the next few years, hopefully. So, God willing, yeah.
Yeah, what?
I'm kind of reversing back. Like I'm wanting to get to all the wargaming conventions that I've missed, like the ones that I started this with. Going last year to HMGS when Dominic invited us out there, kind of like it hit a button for me. Like, I kept going away from the wargaming stuff, heavier into the board game stuff. Yeah. and then it felt like a warm hug going back to the wargaming stuff for a little bit. That I that's what I want to experience this year, is more of that.
Yeah, so it's different going to an event for a lifestyle game than for just for like a more general hobby convention, right? Like, what do you say, Carlos?
Oh yeah, because the conversations are so much. I don't know. I feel richer. I'll use that, and because they're deep and they're focused.
An hour.
Yes, it's hey, we're talking about Napoleon era wargaming, and we'll do it for an hour, right? Just me and one guy just chatting.
No thanks.
And then I'll jump to another table and we'll spend 2 hours debating the rivets on a Sherman tank. Like, it's
Different kind of stuff.
it is.
Yeah.
Whereas at Dice Tower, it's
Yeah.
much more general. It's much more board gaming.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You just like to feel like the young guy.
Yeah.
And I guess part of what I
Yeah.
what I miss from I am the young guy still. It's scary. The thing I miss from Dice Tower is in its change over to the smaller size is that dedicated war room. Like, that dedicated war room gave me that fix that I had at the wargaming conventions. I would hang out there with William
Yeah.
for a half day or more.
They have those side rooms, or they had side rooms
could do
last
it.
year. My guess is if you posted to the Dice Tower Discord, Dice Tower Reason said, "Who wants to play this game?" You'd probably get people. You have to do some. I think what you're saying is there used to be a room dedicated for it. You could walk in and find people. Now you got to put a little extra work.
Right.
You got to go on the hunt and post.
Yeah.
on
I remember at
Discord or whatever.
retreat, I found one guy who brought all his painted Memoir 44. Remember that, Rob?
Yeah.
Older guy. Him and I hang out for 2 hours playing games, right? But it was one guy,
Yeah.
right? Whereas in the old days, when it was what was the max Dice Tower return? 7,500 was it? Is that how high they got
Oh,
to?
I don't. 3,000 and something. I think was
No,
the highest.
it had to be
3,500.
No, it wasn't ever 75.
Yeah, no, it was
Maybe I'm
never
thinking
that
of a
big.
different
Yeah,
one.
3 or 4,
it wouldn't hold that many, but yeah.
But the room was full. They had a dedicated wargame room that was full of people the entire time. Richard Borg and all his friends, and it just felt different.
That room was usually fairly empty, though, and that's why I think Tom did away with it. But yeah, I mean, I was going to say, when you and Will went and played, I don't remember y'all playing with other people very often. It was just you and Will playing.
Well, epic games of
Oh, yeah, we did that. Yeah.
Command and Color stuff,
We
like
did
the
one
Red
board.
Alert.
Yeah.
The main board, Richard would host a Liar's Dice tournament each year.
So you could do that. You could be the new Richard Borg. There you go. Yeah, just post it up.
Hey,
I'm sure people would get in.
I enjoyed playing Red Alert. with you
Ricardo Borge.
Yeah, there you go.
at your turn, Con. I enjoyed playing Red Alert. Bring it to Dice Tower Reese.
Yeah.
and set it up.
That
I'll
was
play
a
again.
fun game.
That's the place to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go,
I
Ron.
bet you if you posted in the Dice Tower East Discord a list of like war games you want to play, you'd get you'd fill them up quick.
People get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with today's modern war games that I want to play. They're more board game like than ever.
Back to Ron.
Sorry, Ron. Show's back to you.
Yeah. No, I had asked that question. It just the thought just occurred to me, like the general tenor of the conversation. When you go into a lifestyle event like for me, Super Show, but there was also a HeroClix thing happening in the same hotel the same weekend, I'm sure those guys are talking shop the same way that we were talking shop, like you would I imagine a big like Magic tournament,
Yeah.
or a war games tournament, like, I have yet to make Tide of Heroes up in Minnesota in May, and it's tiny, like 150 people that go, but that's a Marvel Champions focused little thing. But yeah, anyway, just some random thoughts that I had. Hope to cross paths with you guys at one of these conventions this year. What am I doing? I'm going to GaryCon, which I know none of you guys are going to. That's a almost role-playing game exclusive con.
You go to the Gary Con is in Gary Gygax, that Gary Con?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, Ron. That's
That's
like invite
that's
only,
next
isn't it?
month.
I thought that one was invite only.
No, there was a separate convention called Founders and Legends,
Gotcha.
which is pretty much invite only, smaller, and they have like more luminaries there. But Gary Con's in late March in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Why go to Wisconsin in March?
Good luck.
Because that's where that's the home, man.
Isn't that where Gen Con originated?
Originally, yes. Original Gen Con was
Yeah. In the horticultural hall, which is still up and running, and people hold events there all the time, apparently. But it won't be there. So I'm going there, and I'm going to Southern Fried Gaming Expo in July, which is blowing up into a bigger thing than I ever thought it would. And Gen Con.
That's a lot. Like even those three,
Yeah.
and then you throw in a fourth, either Retreat or Dragon Con, right? Because it's probably gonna be one or the other for you.
That's why I'm struggling.
Yeah,
That's why I'm struggling, because I just went to a thing for Super Show in Orlando in January. Then it'll be Gary Con, and then actually I'm going to go to another Super Show thing in May in Cleveland.
like what weekend
So
will
it's
you?
Like every other month.
What weekend are you gonna use to mow the
It's every
grass?
other month.
Like you know what I mean? Like
That's why you pay somebody.
But you have kids for.
It sounds like a life, but it sounds like a lot, but really it's every other month.
Yeah.
January,
Yeah, it's
March,
not that bad.
May.
Well, and really, I mean, Ron, you're a content creator too, though. I mean, if you think about, look at a lot of the other content creators, right? Look at any of the other Rolling Dice Take names or
They do.
Tantrum. They're at
They're
5 or
doing
6.
a lot more than I do.
Yeah, that was saying that's even more than what they, So I'll hit at least 3 this year because I'll do Dice Tower East, Dragon Con, and Necronomicon, and then maybe another one. So 3 is a lot, right? But then some people go doing 5 or 6 or 7 a year. I mean, there are people who do the cruise, west, east.
Oh yeah, all the Dice Tower
Retreat,
stuff. Yeah.
That's so. Do it, man. You only live once.
That's true. I mean, that's why I'm really hitting them this year. I mean, you only turn 50 once, so.
Yeah.
Gen Con was in the books for me this year, but we got a deal to go to Japan, so we're doing Japan for a while, and my wife and I are talking about doing Gen Con in 2025.
Right. Cool. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call back with my little report on the French Quarter.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
On the future show, because I'm definitely going to play it. So,
Are you interested in? Was it Dark Quarter? Is that the other one that's coming with the based on
the French themed,
the New Orleans
French Quarter theme, and it's very dark,
kind
very
of voodoo,
noir.
Yeah.
I saw it. I'm not like it really into dark themed games, but because it's basically New Orleans, I have a little bit more interest.
Sure.
So we'll see.
It's based on the Destiny system, which I love. So yeah, it's a good system. Mr. Jeeves,
In the chat says, "Hit me up if you do Gen Con."
that's his neck of
He's
the
in
woods.
Chi-Town,
He
so
went last
he's
year,
a drive away, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he did at least a day last year and was planning on doing more, but I think he's calling in tonight, so he's going to have to fill us in with what his plans are for cons this year. Shouting him out.
That sounds great.
Awesome, Ron.
Appreciate
All right,
you.
gents.
Everybody, check out Ron. Ron Talks Tabletop on all the things.
Yep.
You're so old.
Yep.
All
And
the
you see me
things.
on the next hour from time to time. Yep.
All the electronic phone, digital
all
things
the
that you go
internet.
on to, the internet thingies,
On the
webbies,
internet.
the webbies, yeah, the interwebs. Yeah, Ron's all over the place. Check him out. See him on Dice Tower.
Take care, guys.
Thanks
night.
for calling, Ron. Good night.
Crazy.
That's our buddy Ron Frazier. Phone lines are still open. 813-618-7099 is the number.
Travel. How many cons is too many cons?
If you got the time and the money, I would
None.
do more. Yeah,
Like, no, there
It's
would
a
be no
time
limit.
Time and a money thing.
Time and a
I
money
would do them all if I could, but
Yeah.
yeah, for me, it's that's the constraint. But I'm 2 leaving the house this year. I've got a 12-year-old. Just a few more years. I'll be free. Be free.
But are the 2 really leaving the house?
They better be. Wow. We got plans for those rooms.
He's got a board game room.
Poppy
set up.
loves you, Pumpkin.
Yep. Bye bye.
Well, so one's a board game room, and then one's what's your
The wife's doing a hobby thing.
hobby
Yeah,
thing,
she's
so
got her
you each get your
crickets
own
and all
room.
those. Yeah, yep. We got each gonna do our own thing. Yep. So mine's gonna be board games and a little man cave. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Leather-
50th
I
birthday,
can smell
man.
the leather
Game
now.
table. Game table. Smells like new board games.
Warm leather. Yeah, new board games. Yeah.
It's gonna be leather chairs. It's gonna smell like leather and ink.
The spray board game scent all over them. Yeah, new board game
That
smell.
would be,
Yeah. They'll spray it.
Something that has like a little spray bottle of like board game smell. You know, like you get the new car smell.
Right,
Gotta
the-
have
the-
it.
the
They've
drying
gotta have it.
ink.
Come on. Yeah.
What you don't know, it's just a chemical that chemical reaction that's
it's
like
just-
killing you.
Yeah.
It's the ink.
I'm trademarking that, so if it's not already out there, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting, man.
Yeah. Yep. Good stuff. I was thinking of something else I saw on Dice Tower, and I can't remember what it was on the news. There was something. Oh, Scout coming to Target.
Yeah.
that's
Horrible
gonna.
box though. Man.
Yeah, that's the complaint. Is it looks like it's one of these boxes where you have to cut the deck in half, and then you can feed them in from either side or whatever. It's so yeah, the packaging looks awful. But Scout.
You
at
ever try to
Target,
put a
yeah.
box of Uno cards back into the box, like that kind of
yeah.
a box?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. Mhm.
It's so annoying.
Throw the
Yeah.
box out and use the rubber band.
So Tom
Right.
said he used to paste, he used to glue one end of it closed because anytime you put them in and they would hit the
Slide
bottom, they
out.
would just slide out the other end. So he would glue one side of it closed so he could just always throw them in there. Yeah.
So true though, man. That's
Yeah.
messed up. But I mean, Target's board game collection.
Oh, yeah.
is pretty impressive.
It's not bad.
I mean, they have there's some solid games in there. Everdell's in there.
Mm-hmm. They got all the
Uh,
villainous stuff.
Villainous.
And they got tons of villainous. Wingspan. Yeah. I assume Wormspan's going in at some point, I would imagine.
I don't know. Maybe it probably.
They got
No,
Ticket
ten-
to Ride.
What, 20,000 units was it?
He had 20,000
Wormspan?
units
Oh.
for sale on his website,
Yeah.
and he'd sold 17 or 18,000 of them already.
Oh wow.
And that's just 20 of the 100,000.
100,000. Yeah. 100,000 was a print.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Is the rest of it is
Worldwide.
got to be
International.
retail.
So
Yeah.
the 20,000 is just North America, right?
Okay.
He still has a web store for Asia, Europe, so whatever. So there's probably $5,000 in Europe and 5,000 in Asia and whatever. So he probably has another 30 or 40,000 for retail.
Yeah, Kyle, nobody likes that box type. That's just, it's garbage. But they were saying cutting costs. Although, I don't know, they were
$13.
Yeah,
They were
predict-
saying.
yeah, something crazy. So yeah, I mean for Scout, I mean it's a great game for under $15.
Yeah.
But
I
did you
mean-
see if you look close in the picture, right? So to kind of zoom in, NCIS like enhance,
Yeah.
right? You can see that instead of tokens for the Scout dollars, they're cards.
Oh.
So you can see like the second deck,
Interesting.
the cards are like the money symbol almost.
okay.
Okay, so that's how they got them into it, just a card.
Right,
holder.
and then the Scout and Show and
Yeah.
the first player
That'd be a
token, I
card.
can either one of those. I can't remember which one it was, but I can see it on there. It's card shaped,
Okay.
which is great for me because
Yep.
part of the
cards.
annoying part of Scout that I have now, like it's having to
Tokens.
sort the tokens and have places for
that's
them.
true.
But if everything was cards,
Yeah, and the first thing I would do is take all those cards, put them in a deck box, just cut out the thing and glue it to the deck box cover and done.
well, no, the first thing I would do is sleeve it.
Yeah.
That'd be the first thing.
For $13, I'm
But
not-
you can't
You're
though.
gonna spend more than $13 to
Yeah.
sleeve the damn game. Man.
Won't fit back in that
Come on.
crappy cardboard box if you sleeve it.
Well, you can't because with Scout, part of the shuffling is the rotation.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
and,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I've thought about that. Like, I really want to sleep
Oh,
my
yeah.
Scout game, but as you shuffle, you also have to be rotating. So some cards will have the open part at the top and
yeah.
the open part at the bottom. I don't know.
Yeah. Nope.
Chester came up with it. It's pronounced Target.
Target. Yeah.
So fancy.
And Z was postulating on Dice Tower today that he wonders if the card quality is going to be the same. If they're cutting the cost and they're making the box cheaper, they're pretty decent cards right now in Scout. But he's wondering if they're going to sacrifice and make them the cheaper, flimsier cards. So, yeah, who knows?
I mean, if Bicycle can do a deck of cards for $5 to $7 with the linen finish, I would imagine that they'd be able to as well.
Double sleeve it, Carlos.
Yeah, but there's still an open top. There's still an open top.
Yeah, they'll double up. But so we'll see. It comes out in 3 days, I think. 3 or 4 days. It'll be in Target, so-
Pot coddling the kettle brown over there.
Yeah,
Kyle.
double sleeve. Speaking of
You
kids,
double sleeve.
Yeah, he's got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, he's got a long way to go. He's a child, a boy in a man's world. Anyway,
It's not 10 o'clock yet.
well, that wasn't that bad.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
I know
No,
this
No,
double
that was
sleeving-
mild. That
Double
was
sleeving
good.
was all right. Yeah,
that
that's
was
all right.
mild.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. Phone lines are open. 813-618-7099 is the number. We're here playing some. Wayne is teaching Creature Call.
We're not playing.
Attempting to, yeah.
Well, we're gonna get to that. Yep.
I don't know. We're one round down.
Yep.
So Wayne was explaining the game itself being a worker placement game. The part that Rob hates the most. You
Friendly.
don't block each other.
No blocking.
The part that I like the most, it's that whole gamble aspect.
Yeah.
Where you're going to place your workers.
Before you know.
Then you chuck some dice and you pray that your dice will allow you to activate the workers that you sent out there.
You'll know at least 2 of the 6 dice that you would.
Well, then Rob's first player. We can show the folks at home.
Okay.
And if you don't like what we're doing, call in. Right? If you want to talk board games, call in.
Yep.
That's the whole aspect. You got a topic, a news article you want to share? 813-618-7099 is the number you call in.
All right, there's a deck here that rotates as we go through.
It's
so we
the
get
visitor's deck.
Visitor's deck. Okay. So we played the first round. So we've already buried the first one, but I'll read the second one. So these come out randomly. So this one says immediately in turn order.
Traveler. That's what they call it. Sorry.
Is that cash?
Oh, so this is the one that rotates every round.
Yeah, this will change each turn.
Pablo says to shuffle vertically.
Each player.
I
The
put
font
the
is-
scout
yeah,
deck
see
on
to
the
me. Is that
table.
me?
Then with an open hand on top, I do a dramatic twist of my arm and hand. That's a lot of flair for shuffling.
The verticals and the switching and the thing and the thing.
I want to wash it
So,
like dominoes.
Yeah. In turn order, each player places a coin from the supply in a different location. This month, those locations provide a coin in addition to what they show. Discard the coin at the end of the location. So we get to choose a location that becomes even more.
And we do that right now?
Yep, in turn order. So Rob would go first. He takes a coin.
All right, so what we're doing
Point
here
from
is
the stock.
there are different resources available in the game.
Oh, that die rotates 1. So
I was
that,
gonna say,
yep, that rotates clockwise.
Oh, they stole that from
Yep, there you go.
from Roz, from
Ra?
Mahir Shah's game.
Oh,
Who believe this
yes,
game
Ross.
came out first?
Yep.
As much as I love Mahir.
Sure. All the little dancing.
I think Mahir's over at Escape Winner because
He's usually
yeah,
there.
He's usually there. He's been there.
He went on the cruise. He's the guy that's going to every con possible this
And he
year.
teaches such fun games.
Yeah, I definly need to play a game with him. This
So we're putting this on a place.
on a place, and when you go to that place, it's worth a coin.
Okay.
An additional coin beyond what it normally produces.
Okay, so what do I need? Where am I going to go? I'm going to go for. I need wood. So let's go
It's
get
not
some.
10
wood.
o'clock, Rob.
Just throw it there, I guess. Yeah.
All right. So
So, and what we're looking at, folks, is our cards. So we've received some cards. These cards that we've gotten have victory points on them, the hearts, right? Hearts are victory points. They have a requirement on the left side of the card, so a kind of a good that's required to fulfill that card. And that's really what's dictating where we end up going on the board, because we're looking at the board trying to decide where to place because of the goods that we need, right? That's kind of the gist of it.
absolutely.
So looking at my
Got
tableau,
my socks.
I have socks.
I need socks.
I've got. Wait, what do you mean you need socks?
He's
My
got
ice
dice
skates
case.
are worth extra points if I have the socks.
Oh,
I wonder if there's more
okay.
than one
I have
socks in
ice
there.
case as well. So
Oh, so there's doubles. Okay, so there's more socks in
There's
there.
more socks in there.
This game's too freaking friendly. Anyway,
Socks for everyone.
It's
Carry
meant
on.
to be an entry level worker placement game.
this game's great. It's 2 out of 10. Anyway,
amazing.
That's my thing. That's not my official rating yet.
It's
Yeah,
not even a 1
it's
on
light.
the
It's
BGG
2 out of
ranking.
10.
Well, so I've got a couple of wool, so that kind of fulfills what I need here for these socks. I need some apples to finish that off. I've got some coins, but I need some stones. So I know I'm going to go for stones and apples,
Stones are over there.
and apples are up there. So I got to go to the river to get some stones.
You should go up there where the wood is. We'll get 2 coins when we go there.
I don't need any wood, Robert. When do we get more of these cards, Wayne?
Down
You
here.
Down
This-
here.
these
you place a
actions
worker
down here.
there to get more cards.
And that's how you get more victory points.
Those are top decks, and this is just a free card from the face up. There you go.
All right,
get some more
I'll take
cards.
a coin and put it on the other wood location up top.
Single wood.
All right, so now we roll our dice.
Well, single wood, I got double wood.
So I got a 4 and a 3.
I get a 2 and a 2. That's probably not real great.
And now we go in turn order. You
Oh, that's
place
right.
your
I'll do
4
that. Yep.
workers.
Yep.
And I'll
Yep.
So
place
now
my
we know
A little bit of information.
we roll our own, right?
Yep.
So there's mine.
5 and a 1.
I get a 5 and a 1. It goes on my tableau. So I have a 5 and a 1 that I'm going to be able to use when I place my workers. What we don't know
Perfect.
is what the community dice is going to end up being.
All right. What does that one mean? Question mark +1 +1.
2 dice that total 5 or lower. Question mark.
Question mark +1 +1.
Oh, I think there's a little.
Oh.
Whatever dice you place,
You gotta
the
have
next one needs to be one
and
higher, and then the next one needs to be 1
3 die.
higher.
Oh, wow.
3 dice in consecutive numbers.
Yep. There you go.
Now you have to use all 3,
It has to be 3 dice in consecutive numbers.
but you burn all 3 dice
Yes.
by going
Yep.
there.
And so you have 6 dice with 4 workers. So you have to all the other 3 workers you'd be using 1 die
That
per
don't
worker.
feel right. Like when you when you assign a die or use a die for a location, it expends that die. I cannot use it for another location.
Yep.
That's insanity.
You have 4 workers and 6 dice, so there's 2 extra.
I mean, 2's not a lot.
Yeah, but there's only 2 locations. There's 2 or 3 locations that require extra dice.
Multiple dice.
Yeah, there's only 3. There's 3 right now. 3 across the top require multiple dice.
Well, if I went here, here, and there, those 3 locations, that's going to cost me 7 dice.
Right. So you
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do
So now,
do that.
Carlos, you place your 3.
Is that how that works? I
That's
just
how
don't do
works.
that.
Just don't do that. Yeah.
Okay. So looking at this
That's, not
board,
gonna-
I know I'm going to want to get some cards because cards are points.
Remember, you got a couple plus minuses from the first round, so you got a plus
Yeah,
2
so
plus
you can manipulate.
or minuses.
Yeah, so
Ah,
even
that's
if,
these
so if-
tokens right here,
yeah,
plus
if-
minuses.
Yeah, when you can't use a worker,
The little band-aids.
you'll be able to increase or decrease a die in the next round.
And then from here, I'm going to
Game's got a little think to it.
get my apple. My apple matters.
Don't go every place I went. Copycat.
I need some stones. Huh. Look at that, Robert. Where are you at?
Stones. Double stone.
Double stone. And then finally, I'm going to go to the Traveler because I like the fact that there's options there.
All right.
Got to pay some coins.
So I'm gonna go the 2 wood locations.
So Wayne's heading north.
I'm gonna go to a worker.
Chris
a
Vincent,
card, and then I'm gonna go here.
a.k.a.
Oh,
Captain
hold on.
Gamer.
Nice.
Creature Comforts. Woohoo.
There you go.
All right, next thing, the start player gets
We
to
are
roll
still taking phone calls, folks.
Yeah,
Four
feel free to
communal
call
dice.
in, interrupt us. We can always play this afterwards.
Tell us about-
God, really, man.
Opposite of what you rolled. 3, 5, 6,
that's
6.
Not, that's not what I wanted.
Whew, no, me either.
Because what's that location at the top there?
I need little numbers.
2 dice, less than 6 in value.
Less
yeah.
total 5 or lower.
So I will use a 3 and a 2 to activate that. I'm going to get a coin because there's a coin there that we added, and I'm going to get 2 wood and a mushroom. 2 wood and a shroom. All right. Take that worker back. That worker over there is a 1 and a 2, huh? That's not going to happen. So unless you can't, I assume you can't roll a 6 to a 1. They don't roll around. Check that real quick while I'm doing the rest of my stuff. We got a 5 over here for 2 stones. So I'm going to do the 5 for the 2 stones. Grab that worker back. Grab my 2 stones. I've got a
Can't roll it.
can't roll the 6 to 1. Okay, that would have been too friendly.
That would have been too friendly.
Yeah,
That's
too
the
much.
Rob rule.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
See,
pull
Rob,
this-
There's a little cutthroat to it.
Yeah, a little bit. No, there's one rule I can't twist. So here I get to take one of the 4 face-up cards. No cost. You just grab one of them. Let's go. There's lots of toys out there. There's a rocking chair. I'm going to go toys.
All right.
So I got 2 toys.
Carlos.
Well, I got one more guy, but I can't do anything because I can't do the 1 and the 2. I got the 2, but not the 1. So I just pull that and take a Band-Aid now?
Yep.
Okay.
And you didn't even use any of your Band-Aid. You didn't use your Band-Aid from last time?
Right. Yeah. Didn't help me. Okay.
All right, so then we would pass to the next player.
Yep. So you get those same dice.
So what
And-
you'll see, folks, is there's my 2 dice that I rolled, my 5 and my 1, and then I've got these community dice that we all get to share and use. I'm going to attempt to use those dice to activate what's on the board. So looking at what I got, I know that I wanted apples. I have a 1. I can save that for the apples.
1 and a 2.
It needs a 1 and a 2.
Yes, a 1 and a 2.
Okay, so I will burn
Band-Aid.
my Band-Aids as a minus. So I'll use it as a minus.
Those are called lessons learned.
It's going to roll down to 3 to a 2, and I'll burn the 1. That pulls this squirrel off the board right here. This squirrel comes off the board, goes onto my tableau, and I pick up
An apple and a what?
a thread. So I get yarn and an apple added to my my player board.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of high numbers here, so
That was bad. That's the worst roll possible. Two rounds in a row.
I do need a 5 to get stone, so I'm going to spend this 5 here to go to this location and pull him off.
I do it
By
now.
doing
okay.
that, I get 2
I'll do that after he's
stone.
done.
And then I will spend this 6 to go down here, which allows me to pull him off for any card, any of those face-up cards.
Yep.
Let's go for the big points. Give me the 6er. I'll take the 6
Go
face
for
up.
Toys.
Yeah, some toys. Goes into my tableau. And then I also get a coin for going to that location, for activating that location. And finally, I have a 6 left and a worker here at the Traveler. and the 6 equals.
You can turn.
Trade a wheat to a coin.
Yep.
But I have no
Not
wheat.
what you want.
So I cannot activate. I choose not to activate this worker, and by choosing not to activate, it gives me a Band-Aid that I can use to modify my dice up or down 1.
We'll jump back to my turn real quick. Wayne reminded me that at the end of your turn, if you can build a card, complete a card, you do it. And so I've got the I don't know, I can put it here on the board or there. Either way, I've got the toys card. I don't know if y'all can see
Rob's
that
finishing the toys card.
very well, but that is a wood, a stone, and a book. So I'm going to put the wood, the stone, and the book back, and that's worth 6 points in the in-game scoring. And I can't do any others. Carlos, can you plead any of yours?
Let's take a peek. Any and all? Is that what we're looking at? Do I complete any and all?
Yeah, if you can complete any of them.
Yep.
Any and all?
As many as you
As
can.
many as I can. All right, so we got two thread and an apple would complete socks. So Wayne, let me know how many I can complete here.
Complete any number of comforts.
Any number?
Any number. All right, so 2 threads and an apple, and then over here I'm going to complete the piggy bank. The piggy bank will be 2 coins and a stone to complete the piggy bank, and now they are face up in front of me. Do I have to hold my cards in my hand, the cards that are incomplete?
You can. I've
We were
kinda
just playing
split them
open
out
just
front
'cause
because it's
Nobody can block you or
Yeah,
anything,
we're
so
being
it doesn't
friendly,
matter. But
kinda.
It's
yeah.
too friendly.
too friendly.
Too friendly?
friendly.
Was that really a 3, 5, and 2 6s?
Yes.
Oh, Lord, that's rough. All right, I'm gonna have to use my thing to
Sure.
roll that to a 2.
Minus.
Chris says if you obtain a tool early in the game, it can help you become more efficient
Yeah.
at one thing throughout the game. Tools also give you points,
Tool?
both for the tool card and for the house you remove.
So I'm gonna roll that down. I'm gonna activate there. So I get
Where are these tools?
that's here. The tools on the side,
Copy that.
You're going to get a coin.
or some of those. Yeah.
You're going to get 2 wood, and you're going to get 2 mushrooms.
2 mushrooms. Okay.
What else you got? You got a 3?
No.
No.
So I'm not gonna use that guy.
Let me go.
Yeah, you can pull him on that. I just won't use the plus.
I just
minus.
can't use the plus minus till the next turn. Oh, got a call coming in, Carlos. Beats
Beats and
Dice.
Dice.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Beats Dice podcast. State your name, where you're calling from.
Kyle from Chicago.
Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, how are you?
Well, I'm doing all right. You kept calling me out saying how I need to call in, and I'm like, okay, well, now I'm going to feel guilty if I don't call.
Now you got a call. Wayne put the pressure on.
I did.
So
Challenge
I
accepted.
figured I might have some things to talk about, so I just thought I'd give you a quick call. Because I know last week you guys talked a little bit about Concordia,
Yes.
so I thought I would follow up with that.
Yeah, you missed us last week. I know you put in the Discord that you were
Well-
sorry you missed that conversation.
Yeah, with the kids, like sometimes I get pulled away and
Oh, yeah.
help, put them back to bed and stuff, and it's a lot of back and forth. So it's like jumping in and out of the show, and then I'm like, you know what? At this point, I'm just going to watch it later after.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
but,
now tell me about
tonight,
Concordia up
Oh,
in Illinois. Like, how often is it played?
not often. I bought Concordia Solitaria in hopes of maybe doing some solo, and because it has a cool variation for 2 players
Yes.
that I thought maybe I could get my wife to play, but she hasn't been playing many games with me, so that hasn't
Playing with
really
others.
happened. But
Playing games with others, just not with Kyle.
Whoa, okay, hold on now. She better not be playing.
He was very.
Not that you don't know
Okay,
about.
I thought you were
know.
being specific about her not playing with you. Listen, but I'll tell her, let her know. My wife and I have really enjoyed our play with the co-op version. Like, we both enjoy Concordia, and it's fun competitive, but that co-op version was a very interesting twist. And we
My
got
wife
stomped.
loves co-op.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's right up her alley. I feel like that's what's really going to kind of shine for her. Is trying the co-op variant is really going to be like just add that different level of intrigue, because competitive games she gets into them, but then like she gets kind of brokenhearted if she gets crushed, and then she kind of gets put off by the games if she's just not really doesn't do well at them, and you just kind of like beat up on her. So co-ops is she just likes that, it's us against the game, and then she doesn't feel as bad if we lose because like, oh, we'll just do better next time.
For all those reasons, I would, when y'all get downtime and able to get games back to the table, I'd recommend you get that one there. If you have the maps, I'd recommend you go with a smaller maps board, almost like I think not Galia. It is
Britannia.
Britannia is one of the smaller ones. Can't remember the name of the other one. Not Crete. It might be Crete, but find one of the ones that has less provinces and less cities. We're talking like 8 or less provinces, 20 or less cities.
Okay.
And that third player bot will be in your face. So you'll have like a mutual, adversary for both of you to kind of come together against. The AI does a good job of spreading out. Like it wants to get to all the provinces, get its location get a piece, a house into each province before it starts taking over more cities in a province. Does that make sense? Right, because in Concordia, you're going to want to spread out to all the different provinces, but you also want to take a bunch of cities if possible. It prioritizes finding new provinces before it prioritizes building in the same province again. So if you play one of the smaller maps, they get there a lot quicker, and now they're in your face, and it's costing you twice as much, sometimes 3 times as much to put a house there.
The extra money is.
That's where the tension comes in.
That's pretty cool. I'm going to definitely give this a go and report back to you on that.
Nice.
But, what happened was so once a month there's a local brewery that does a once a month game night, and the guy that runs it, he's an awesome guy. He was just at the Dice Tower cruise. Said he had an absolute blast. Said it was awesome. But I insisted to my buddy. I said, when we go, I want to get Concordia to the table. Can we make time for some Concordia? And he had never played it before. And so I taught it to him, and we just pulled 2 other guys to our table and did a 4-player game of it. Everybody but me was new. And everybody was super into it. But gosh darn it, guys, I'm telling you, one of my biggest pet peeves is not being able to finish a game. It drives me crazy when we get cut off because, like, the bar was closing. The brewery was closing. And so, like, it was getting so close to the end, and there was a lot of tension. They were getting super into it. Everybody's kind of, like, building up, like, they're buying cards, and they're, like, I think they're starting to develop a strategy because we did that intermediate scoring for new players.
That really
and,
helps,
it bums me out. I'm telling you guys, I hate it. I cannot stand not being able to finish a game. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, I guess for me, if I expect that we are going to finish and we can't finish, obviously if I go in not knowing, then I'm a lot looser with that, and it doesn't irritate me quite so much. But yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I struggle because I don't know how to input it into
BGA
my
stats.
BG Stats app.
Stats.
Like,
That's when Carlos
what button
wins
do
by
I push?
400 to nothing.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a button you can select in the play that says ignore for statistics. It'll count it for a play, but it won't count it towards like high scores and stuff like that.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
It won't like keep track of any of the other stuff. It just marks that, hey, I did play this. Ignore everything else.
Oh, nice. Okay, I was not aware of that. I'm new to BG Stats, but there you go. The more you know.
It's in the settings for the play itself. So you just got to like click in there. I think it's like play details, and then you go in there and there's a button for ignore for statistics.
Cool.
I think I'm going to put that for all my Tapestry games.
Yeah, just every game. If you don't do well, ignore statistics. Ignore statistics.
Carlos says 100% win rate. How many games did he play that month?
Yeah.
1. No, that's interesting.
Concordia is good stuff. That intermediate scoring is that aha moment.
Yeah.
And then most folks actually just say, can we just re-rack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, now that I see what the scoring's like.
First time you play that game, it is
Blows your mind.
I played it with you guys.
Yeah.
I've taught it new to a couple other groups, and like everyone's like, "Oh, okay, we're building on the map," and then you do that score, and they're like, "Oh, it's like this, like."
Because it's so easy to take actions.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
in your hand. Pick a card from your hand, put it down, do a thing. It's
Right.
so easy
You
to
don't
do stuff.
Get the scoring. It is a pretty complicated scoring mechanism. So.
Oh, yeah.
And they
Yeah,
adds
I think
the
that's
Solitaria expansion, the co-op one adds new gods. So you're going to score
Ooh.
points for provinces that you and your wife both like have locations in, and like cities where you are both located. So you're gonna
That's cool.
it kind of wants you to work together, and you're actually able to share money, right? So you can ask your partner for money. They don't have to give, but you can ask. But it's almost a shared pool of money. You really are working to try to build together.
Is it normally like real life where your wife asks you for money, you give it to her, and then when you ask for money, she's like, I don't have any. I don't know what you're talking about.
What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine.
Yeah.
I'm just-
You're married. I can tell.
No, I usually don't even have any money, but that's awesome. I never carry cash, man. It's like it gets sucked away quickly. But so Kyle,
More reasons for Concordia.
I want to spin from Concordia for a second. For those of you, I want to hype you up, Kyle, a bit because I'm sure there's people listening tonight that aren't fully aware.
Yeah.
That Mr. Jeeves is Kyle, who's on the phone here. He's regularly in the top of the BGG photo contest.
Almost Hall of Fame.
Photography
Yeah.
guy.
Almost Hall of Fame.
right?
I
Is
think
it?
like 20 points away, right, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm 20 points away. So if I win this January contest with my most recent obsession photo, I get into the Hall of
Which,
Fame.
if
Which
that-
I think I'm blowing away the rest of the
Yeah,
people.
that if you haven't seen that obsession photo, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's
Is
pretty
that the
cool.
one in the hallway?
Upstairs, downstairs,
Yeah.
with the meeples and the staircase.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun. I gotta pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up on.
Yeah, while
Yeah.
we're talking here.
The thing I want to point out, like all these photos I take these photos and then I'm combining elements through editing to like create a scene. That stairwell I took at a mansion on the East Coast. I want to say, it's like at the tip of my tongue, but there's this little area. I want to say it's near like New Jersey, Massachusetts. We went there. We were there vacation visiting, and my wife's aunt took us to this little area where there was all these old mansions that used to be used as like summer homes in like the 20s, 30s or whatever. Now they're just museums basically. And while we were touring them, they brought us to a section, and they were saying like the stairs leads up to all the servants' quarters. And so I took that photo. I'm like, this is pretty cool, whatever. And then when I saw the upstairs downstairs expansion, I looked at that photo. I'm like, well, it's literally stairs that go up to servants' quarters. I'm like, that'd be kind of cool to have the meeples be up up and down those stairs and on the different levels and stuff. So that's where the idea came from.
All right, how do I find the photos again on here on BGG? What's the easiest way to get to your photos, Kyle?
Wow. I would just.
I think you go to
type in- do a
Obsession,
game
and then you go to the
search for
photos.
Obsession.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
find Obsession, then go to the images. Then from there, go to hotness, like sort by hotness, and I bet Kyle will be number one. I bet $10 right here, right now, $10.
Session upstairs, downstairs. Go to the expansion.
Okay.
That particular photo. If you go to the photo.
Wait a minute, what? Let's get real meta on that. That was an expansion called Upstairs Downstairs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the photo you set it for.
Of course.
You win the internet.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty literal, but
Yeah. Pretty match the theme, yeah.
Come on.
Finding it. He's looking for it here. He's scanning.
Well, while you're doing that, let me tell Kyle about my latest foray in photography. So, Kyle, I've been kind of my buddies keep telling me I keep time traveling backwards
Going the wrong way.
in time and technology. I'm really loving I got an old Casio watch. My phone is a dumb phone. I listen to my podcasts on old 80s style like wired headphones. Like I'm really regressing. This week, this came in. I bought it last week. I bought a new digital camera, Kyle. You'd be proud. It's a Kodak Easy Share from 2004 with 3.2 megapixels, buddy.
Woo.
Wow.
A 1.5-inch digital screen on the back to review your photos with, and it's got an old CMOS sensor. So it's got kind of like this funkiness to the quality of the images. I posted up some photos on the YouTube of us playing some Blood Rage. So on the YouTube as a post, I posted a picture of us playing some Blood Rage. If y'all want to see some kind of retro feeling photos, this is gonna be my hobby for the next week or so.
And if we come in here, you got a big with the black hood and with the camera obscuras.
Oh yeah.
Now you go way too far back.
He's going to be developing his own film.
Yeah.
And
You're gonna see like a powder burning.
But here's the photo right there. I think that because if I click on it to go bigger, it goes way too big.
yeah, zooms way in.
Yeah, it zooms way in. But that's a fantastic photo. I love the composition of that.
It was
So.
a lot of work. It was a lot of hours of editing. The trickiest part to it was the
Photos.
frames on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it changed it out for like
To get the right
cards. Yeah.
angle and perspective was so because I had to figure out what that wall's angle was, and I had to try to make it so that those looked like they were properly on the wall, and to create the right angles and to morph those in a way that like looked real. It took a lot. There's a lot of trial and error on it, and
Yeah.
so I feel pretty satisfied where they ended up. I think they look pretty legit.
Just a little detail like that. You put all that time in there just to kind of narrow that in. Some people probably will just look at it and they won't even notice that. But if you look close, you can see again.
I never even noticed
their
that.
cards
No,
from the
the cards
game,
from
and
the
yeah,
game,
it's really cool.
What's cool
Yeah.
is when he posted this
Sure.
photo, Dan Halligan, the creator of the game, was like, "That's awesome. This
Yeah.
is a great photo. Yeah, it's cool." Yeah, so if you guys don't do it, I really have. All the years I used BGG, I really never looked at the photo contest.
me
really
either.
never paid attention to it. So I want to thank you, Kyle, for bringing it to our attention and showing your
There's
craft.
some
Amazing photos there.
But there's also some
really
not.
talented people.
There's
in there.
also some not. Like sometimes, Kyle, I don't know about you, but
Well, yeah.
I get mad. I'm just gonna say
Do
it.
you
I
really?
get mad.
Wow.
Because you go in and Kyle's putting in this level of effort, right? And then somebody throws up a picture of like a cat with a board game box,
Yeah, or
and
a
they're
kid.
getting like 5 less likes than him.
Yeah, it's like
Like-
it's Wormspan with a cat in the box and the
Or
kid
a
next to it.
kid,
Yeah.
right? You throw a kid and a cat in it, and like everybody's liking the photo, and like, come on. I don't know. That's just me.
I think it was 2 years ago. There was the photo of the year competition. I think it was whatever, and I think the one that was in the lead at the time was a photo of like a bunch of cats or something with like a game box in the middle, and I'm like, come on, guys, like.
Put a little effort
So
into
I'm not
it.
the only one.
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Yep.
Because I'm over here like, how is Kyle almost losing to this kid? Like this random child next to a box.
And I'm okay. Like there's like some people like they might not have the skills, but they put forth some effort, and I think that's awesome. Like I commend anybody that tries to do just something kind of creative. I mean, you don't have to do like the level of editing that I'm doing or anything. Just try something just like outside of like your standard above the table shot. You know, like try to like just get a different perspective or show focus on a very particular piece, or you know.
It's not
there's
easy.
Some really creative people out there.
It's not easy to be creative. And that's
cool, man.
probably why I keep regressing in technology. Because it's easier to blame its ugliness on the tech than on my skill. Like, oh, that's a really ugly photo. Oh, it's my camera. It's from 2004.
Excuses.
Aesthetic to it there's a charm to the aesthetic of like old technology. So
My kids are all
Love
like
it.
checking it out and loving it. They're like, wow, this kind of reminds me of like the photos that, the camera you had back when we were babies, right? They're loving like that little time travel piece of it. I'm enjoying the aesthetics, and it's ugly though. They are ugly.
Yeah, so as soon as you took the pictures, I said, didn't you say how ugly that picture was?
It's on there on the YouTubes,
Yeah,
folks.
okay.
Check it out.
it's a fun hobby. I've got more pictures in the works. I got 2 that are a little bit more than half done, and I started a new job, so I haven't even had a chance to work on them. So I'm gonna get back into it. I'm gonna start posting some more. I appreciate your guys' support. It's because of the Beans and Dice community I've done so well in a lot of these competitions. You guys really step up and kind of come in and help with the likes and everything, and I really appreciate that.
I'm glad we could help. Yeah.
No, you've helped us. You've been on the show before. You've been a guest. You've also encouraged and coached us with when it comes to videography and photography.
Yeah.
So it's a mutual love here.
Keep spreading the word.
Yeah. You see those photos and you can see the talent. I just love. I like being married to an artist. Like I love because I don't have any artistic ability.
No, me
whatsoever.
either. Stick figures. And,
I can't draw. Yeah, stick
Yeah,
figures.
yeah, me too.
I have nothing.
Yeah.
I can't even take a photo good with my phone. And so I like if I see good artists in any medium, I'm always pumping it up because I'm like I wish I had kind of talent to do some of that. I'm really good at numbers and math. You know, but-
Do you need an Excel?
Trade off. Yeah.
Wayne's got you.
I got you. I could do, AI chat GPT, but I can't do anything else. So yeah.
All right. Well, wish the family our best. We'll send them our best wishes to you and the family up there.
Thank you.
Stay warm and update us. Let us know what you think of the Solitari expansion. I don't know if you got Salt yet. What do you
Not
call it?
yet.
Salsa.
That's on my list. I have it on my list of games.
I haven't played it yet. Like I'm looking forward to playing it. Maybe let us play it over here, and we'll report back whether it's worth playing or not. I might get the guys to come over and play it.
I'm down. Yeah.
I know Rob wants to play the Salt expansion. But good chatting with
I
you.
heard it's fantastic. So yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate it. I love the show. So
Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks for calling, Kyle.
Good night, Kyle. Everybody, Kyle. I didn't even put his name down there.
Mr. Jeeves.
didn't
Also
change the
known
banner?
as Mr. Jeeves.
Mr.
You
Jeeves.
can look it up. You can look him up on BGA. I was typing in space in there. It's just all one word, Mr. Jeeves.
Mr. Jeeves.
Yeah, and you can find him.
Oh, in the chat, let's see here. We've got Matt Harris pops in, says, "Hey guys, haven't checked in on to the show for a few weeks. Hope you all are doing well. We are. Reading is not my thing right now." Chester Wilson says, "You guys heard of the stairs in the forest?" I know we were talking about up, down stairs, stairs in the forest.
Stairs in the Forest. Is that
I
a
feel like
book?
there's a pun coming.
Is that a book or is that
Like
a
Chester and puns, I'm sure are a
All right,
thing.
I'm going to pull up while y'all talk. I'll tell you whether it's show appropriate.
Cats be getting in boxes. Yeah.
That be getting likes. Period.
It
Like
does.
I don't
Videos,
get
man.
it.
There's the cat videos, man.
Chris from Houston, right?
Yeah.
Is it Houston? Austin, Texas.
Austin. I got Stairs in the Woods. I'm assuming that's
Yep,
it. That's like a top thing.
It's just a staircase in the woods.
Just a random
That's
staircase.
a staircase in the woods. Yeah. What do you do if you find a staircase in the woods?
Oh, okay.
Chris says always pay
to the new
attention
traveler,
to the
yeah.
new traveler
Yep.
ability. You can gain benefits from the traveler during the round.
Yep.
And sometimes after the round. I think our last traveler.
Had it after round ability.
Yes.
This guy had an immediate. Yeah. So that's cool.
Chris is giving us some strategy
Yeah, 'cause
on.
I think he played it. Chris was what he called in last week and said this was one of the games when he owned the retail copy and then
Ended up buying the deluxe?
This is the deluxe copy.
Oh, this is the deluxe.
Yeah, all the little. Yeah, these are all like cardboard shits in the.
Show
in
the people at home.
in
Look
the
at all
base.
these wooden bits, and they're screen printed.
Yep.
So I know the wood is hard to see the screen printing, but you can see the screen printing on the bits. This is the deluxe version, Wayne.
Mhm. Yep.
Very nice.
This is the original Kickstarter version.
So I think we just completed a round.
Yep. We're gonna take those 2 coins off the top, flip over to the next month, or the next thing.
I don't know if we're doing this part right.
Yeah,
but
I did that backwards, but that's all right.
We are in summer.
Go spring, summer, fall, winter. And then, yep,
Switch the loon.
yep.
Oh, somebody didn't take a thing.
Yeah, that's Carlos's.
I couldn't use them.
And
Did you get your thing? Your
He's
Yeah, I
ready for
did.
it? Okay. The loon. Immediately, all players pass one worker to the player on their left. During placement, you must place the neighbor's worker before placing the rest of your own. You may not move the worker your neighbor placed.
I like it.
So you're doing a
Oh.
thing to your
A
neighbor.
little backstabbiness.
little backstabbiness.
Yeah.
There you go, Carl. There you go, Rob. That's for
Yeah.
you, man.
Mhm.
All right, so what
It's
we're gonna do is-
cartographers.
Now
We
we
get to
wanna hide
draw
our cards all
get
of a
to draw
sudden.
somebody's monster.
Yeah.
So last round, I built these 2 cards, and I got this little barrel sauna.
Oh, yeah. So that gives you an ongoing thing? What does that one do?
Now this one says, so I will gain 2 hearts for every outdoor activity comfort owned by all other players. So you built the ice
skates?
That's an
Ooh.
outdoor activity, so that's
Yeah.
2 victory points.
Okay.
Matt Harris in the chat's got a question for us. Has anybody played Old Gods of Appalachia?
No, I don't know it. That's another one I have to look up.
Not familiar with that one.
Old Gods of Appalachia.
That one I'm not familiar with.
Nope.
Haven't heard of that one. Mm-mm. I assume it's a board game.
Call in and tell us about it.
Yeah.
That's an option. 813-618-7099 is the number.
While we're doing that, Carlos's first play. Oh, we got to roll our own die.
dice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everybody gets
One
to roll
and a
their own
2.
dice.
A 1 and a 2.
Hey, look at that.
And then over here, I've got a 3 and a 5. So these are my own personal dice that no one else can use.
Carlos rolls those.
After we place.
Oh yeah, we place after we place. Yeah.
We place and then we get to roll the community dice.
You place your 3 workers plus.
And I like this part of the game. This is like the gambling piece.
Yep, and you have to place Rob's guy, right?
What are you, Robert? Is that a bird? Porcupine.
He's a hedgehog. I
Hedgehog.
think.
Hedgehog.
Old Gods of Appalachia is not a thing according to BGG. So I'm not sure if that's a game or not.
Now I wish I could see Robert's card to see what he needs.
Yeah, that's why I hit him. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. You got to place your opponents first.
Yeah, you got to place his first.
Okie dokie.
All right, so some of these locations require multiple dice.
Yeah, so you got a 3-die,
2 matching die,
2 matching die,
2 matching
die,
then
a 2
one-
consecutive die,
one higher.
and then.
Oh, did we rotate this?
Yep.
We did,
I think it's
or we
rotated.
did not? Okay,
Nope, it did not get rotated yet.
so rotate it
Which way?
clockwise.
Clockwise.
Yep. That's clockwise. The number to the next thing on the stones. Yep.
Okay, so Robert, you're gonna have to find 2 matching dice for that.
Which one? Okay, yeah. Give me some variety over there.
And then I need to get some wood.
Perfect. You gave me the wheat that I needed.
Oh, did you need wheat?
Yeah, I did.
I was trying to remember what you were needing.
Well, you remembered right.
How do you get a book?
There's different ways. You can come over here
Go
and
there. And 2
two for
or a coin.
2 of the same for
Okay,
one.
so you have to actually trade
Yeah,
in
there
for
was,
it. So there's no
uh,
spot for
Well, there was
books.
There was
spots for
up
books in
here.
the first month or two.
Yeah, first 2 months there were books up there, but not anymore. Or no, there was a book here.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna do some trading in so that I can complete this card, and then we'll start gathering what appear to be modifiers. That's nice. So this goose gives you modifiers,
1, 2 gives you 2 modifiers. Here you can trade.
resource,
What's the
Not
non-equal
equal.
resource?
Yeah, so it's
And a die.
a number of dice.
I'm not sure.
The iconography on this one's a bit. It's Matt Harris says it's on. Let's see, it's a TT RPG made by Monty Cook.
Okay.
My buddy just got it. Apparently, they want to expand into a board game. It's on Boardlandia.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
Gods of Appalachia.
means 2 matching goods means no matching goods.
Sounds
So
post-apocalyptic.
So
Maybe I'm not crazy. Tell me about this
matching
ladder.
good,
You have to go here, and then you have to pay for it when you go here to pull the thing. You
so
pay for it
that's
and get the thing.
any of those die numbers. So any of those die numbers and a non-matching good, you get a different good. So that you trade a good in for a good.
So you can place a 3, 4, 5, or 6
Right.
to trade a good for a.
Another good, as opposed to over there where you have to do 2 of the same good to get a good. So it lets you just do a swap, 1 die, 1 for 1, with using the die.
Okay. Yeah, that iconography is weird on that. Then I don't
Yeah, it
understand
is
the
weird.
not same and then the same.
Help me understand how to grab these. So I'm looking at the tools,
Place
right?
here.
So by going here,
Right.
I get that. Now,
Then at the
what
time
do
you-
I
whatever time
expend?
you pull it.
know, you can go up to that level or down, and you buy one of those things. You have to be able to build it right away. And you got to put your little.
Cottage. Oh, yeah, your thing on there. Yeah.
Okay, so when you say up to that level, whatever die I use to peel this worker off,
Yep.
Right.
I can go up to that number,
Right.
And you have
and
to
I
pay for
must be able to pay for
it
it
at that time.
at that
At
time.
that time.
All
When you
right,
build it, you put your little cottage.
I'm going to risk it for the biscuit.
All right. So now I get to put what Carlos is going to do here. Carlos is going to go for a single stone.
No, it is not Blood Rage anymore, Aaron. We finished our game of Blood Rage just before the show started. That was fun. I got my butt stomped.
Is there any? Where's
I forgot all the
Point of the
nuances
stone up there.
in the drafting and
Do the
card
same
play
up
of
there.
Blood
So I'll do
Rage.
the same up there. Yep. And then I'll do a coin and a stone there because I have the 2. And then I will do. I'm going to go here.
So Wade is placing on the location for picking more cards.
Oh,
Oh, gonna put you there. I can make you burn a die to do a thing over there.
Oh, that was horrible, Robert. That was
horrible.
mean.
If I can't block, I'm gonna do that.
but I gave you Carlos a single stone if you burn a die up there.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay. I'm gonna match you over here. So I got a 1 and a 2. Yeah.
I do have the 5 for the stone.
No, it's a 1. Yeah, 1, 6 or 5.
We might need an apple. I need an apple. Where's apples? Any apples? No apples out there. Nowhere.
Wow.
Aaron Clark says Blood Rage only played it a couple times a few years ago, enjoyed it well enough, but not necessarily my type of game.
Yeah, it's definitely a type. Yeah.
It's a game I enjoy, but it's a game that I don't know if I couldn't play games like that all the time.
I remember that when I got it, like I made Robert play it 6 times in a row, like back to back to back.
Oh yeah, we played it a bunch.
It's definitely
yeah.
a game you could burn out on, I think.
Well, I'm also like a wargaming type
Yeah,
guy, and
yeah.
you're right. Dudes on the map is the feels you get
All right,
out
so
of
now
that.
you roll your 4 dice, Carlos.
All right, so now we got village dice we get to roll.
Roll better.
Roll
we
gooder.
both rolled
Yeah.
horrible, so roll better.
Roll better.
Here we go. Village dice.
Nice spread. What do you got over there?
Almost a straight.
All right, that's better.
So 6, 5, 1, and 3 plus my 2 dice. That's going to be what I use to do work.
Yep.
So
Start activate.
looking at the board, I want to build this wood thing, so I need a 2 or higher for that. But I'm going to use this 3 to activate over here, which is going to peel this squirrel off, and he's going to grab a couple of trees
Some wood.
for his work, some wood. And then I will go ahead and use the 3 from my personal dice over here to peel this worker off. By peeling that worker off, I can go all the way up to 3, but I'm not going to go. I'm going to only pick up the tool shed. It's going to cost me 2 wood to build that tool shed right now. So I'm spending it, picking up a tool shed,
One of your cottages on the woodshed.
and place a cottage on the woodshed.
From the
Bottom to top?
Bottom up.
Bottom up, okay. When resolving a worker in the workshop, treat your placed dice value as if it were a 6.
So basically, every time you go here, you can go anything in there.
So it opens up the entire chain there. All right. Then that's what Chris was talking about, getting tools early
Yeah.
can really change the game as you go.
Set your pace. Yep.
All right, so I've got 2 workers left on the board. I've got 1 over there getting me stone. Thank you, Wayne.
Hey, you're welcome.
So I guess I'll have to burn something for that because, gotta.
Single stone.
And then I pick up a single stone. And then finally, I get to do some
That
conversion.
cost you 6 over there. Do you do 6?
5,
1, 5,
6, or 1. So if you look here, this whole panel.
Oh, it's the whole thing. I thought it was just the one that was facing the,
No, so
the
it's-
resource.
there's 3 for that one,
Oh,
2 for that one. That
gotcha.
one up there is only 1, but that's why it's a better
Ah.
location. It gives
Oh,
you
okay.
a coin and a stone.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And let's see, my last action is there. That can be any die, right? This is any die.
Any die, and then you can turn a coin into any item, 2 of the same item for 1, or any 3 for a coin.
All right, well, I will begin by trading a coin.
So it's 1 exchange.
Is it 1 exchange or is it a number equal to your die?
That's a good question.
I will place 1 coin for a book and wait for Wayne to read out.
Assign a die value. Make trades with the supply. You may make as many trades as you wish in any order you like, as long as you have goods and coins. So you just keep going.
Way friendly.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob's not
Way
liking that.
friendly. Just as many times as you want. Just go forever.
As long as you got the resources.
All right, so I got my book, I got my stone, and I'm going to need a wood. So I'm going to transfer this coin into wood. All right, so that ends my turn.
Now,
'cause
if you can pay for any of your comforts, go ahead and pay for your comfort.
what does that mean, pay for comforts?
These cards?
The cards that I have on the table?
Build stuff.
So I've already built these.
Okay.
How do I store money on the piggy bank?
Put it on the card.
What does it say?
It says +2 hearts for each coin
So
stored
you
here.
can take your
Throw as
coins
much
down
as
and
you
just
want.
leave them on there. You could take them off and use them for things if you want, or you can leave them there.
Oh, okay,
Of
so
course you can.
I will
Super friendly, Rob.
What, do whatever you want, right?
Yeah, just do whatever you want.
Just do whatever you want. Rob's
So
struggling
bad,
with this.
so
Rob's
bad.
struggling with this.
Yeah.
I have enough to build these toys. The toys cost me 1 wood, 1 stone, and 1 book, and I've now built some toys. Look at that.
Look at that.
Let's
So
see.
cute.
Super-
so
super
friendly.
friendly.
1.
All right, Wayne's going. Let's see. Chris got some more advice for us here.
Yep.
Rob, you can always go to the trade spot to get an apple.
Ah, there you
Chase
go.
that, yeah,
Smart.
so
Yeah,
yeah.
there you go. Yeah,
All right, so I'm going to use the 2 1s to go up there. and
Coin
get my
equals any resource.
coin and a wood.
He also says trade 2 of the same resources to give yourself 1 of any
Yep,
resource.
that is it. Yep.
I got these. This is a pot here.
Yep. I'm going to go use this 2 to go get that coin and a stone. So that's that. And I'm going to use the 6 to top deck. Oh, okay. And then I will use the 3 to take one of those guys. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take the rocking chair.
Boom.
And then I'm going to build these 2 comforts. So 2 coins and a thread to build ice skates, 2 mushrooms and 2 coins to build the fairy garden.
So really what I'm doing here is just furnishing my
Yep.
You're
my
building
little
your hovel for the
little
winter. You're
little
trying to
cave.
make your comfortable winter.
I got a piggy bank, I got some socks. I'm feeling good.
All right.
And I got some toys.
On the 3 for 2 wood.
All right, so Robert's peeling off workers. He's got 2 workers left, Robert?
3.
There's one down there. Where'd he come
Where
from?
did he come from? I don't know. Did he get pulled and
He was up
pushed?
there, right?
I thought he was up here.
One here, one there.
I
Yeah,
think
so
Robert pulled it.
Yes.
I don't.
Probably grabbed the
Rewind it. I'm
Maybe,
sure we
yeah.
can rewind
Yeah,
it.
we
We'll see.
see. It was there. I know I had a guy there. So
You got a guy?
got a guy. I got a guy. I got a guy who can do a thing.
Chris says piggy bank equals double the value of coins at the end of the game. Oh, interesting.
That
Yeah, because I think at the end of the game you get some.
2.
They're worth 1 point each,
Probably, yeah.
so now they're worth 2
So-
points as long as I keep them on my piggy bank.
Yeah. You can move them there anytime you want, basically.
Coin and a
Yeah,
stone.
leftovers, you have book, it's 2, coins 1, and for every 3 other resources is 1. So
I'm gonna use.
I like this earthworm gym thing they got going with the first.
first
Am I
play.
wrong?
it,
Like- It reminds me of like Earthworm Jim,
Yeah.
the video game.
it definitely does.
And folks, if this is boring you, call in 813-618-7099 is the number. Talk to us about what you've been playing. Tell us about board game news.
This hit the table tonight because you, Chris, you talked about it last week. So I said, I just got a copy of it. Let's figure it out.
And we're trying. We're not saying we're getting it right, but we're trying it.
Doing all right.
All right, I'm gonna figure this out. So I'm gonna build some more toys. So I'm gonna do this before I do that. I just gotta figure out what I got left over. So I'm gonna do this for a wood, a stone, and a book that I don't have. So I'm not doing that. I need an apple over there. Okay, saving both of those. So I can build a thing over here. So let's see what we can
So
build.
what dice will you allocate
Got a
there?
6 and a 5, so I can do
So the 6
any
can
of
go to
them.
the top.
So
Now look at your resources to see what you can build.
Yep. It's just 2 stones, a wheat, and a wood.
Oh, what does it
Looks
do?
Pretty good. Let's see what it does.
What is it?
Let's figure it
a
out first.
goat cottage?
Owner may not place here.
A guest cottage.
Owner may not place here. When another player collects, they must give a gift of money to the owner. Okay, so
So
other
it's a
people can
dice
go here.
spot. This is Lords of Waterdeep. It's effectively Lords of Waterdeep. You
Okay.
own this building.
Gotcha.
We can go there, but you can't.
And what does this do for people?
It says
book?
place a number.
Oh, it's a book and a resource of your choice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's really good. What do you get when I go there?
I get a owner random
Pay
place.
you,
They
right?
must give a gift of my choice of a resource. So when you go there, I get a free resource. of
And
my
someone
choice.
will always go there.
I would think a book and a free resource. That seems pretty good for any value die. Where do I place this? I just put it in front of me, or
goes up there.
it goes up there?
Yeah. Or put it here. It doesn't really matter. But
Yeah, somewhere.
I'll just put it right here next to me.
yeah,
Right
You go there a
here.
lot,
Carlos owns that
Right
one
next to
now,
me.
So yeah, I'm
So
gonna get rid
do
of
we
these.
have
Look
to
at me.
pay you the
It's
resource,
my house now.
or does that come from the
No,
supply?
you get your resource of choice, then I get a resource of choice,
Okay,
and then you
cool.
get also a book.
Nice.
So
All right, cool.
yeah. Does it say when anybody goes there, or when no owner cannot place there? That's
Yep,
right.
Put your little.
Oh yep,
thing
my
there.
little 1 point on there.
All right, that's
I
it.
cannot place there, but okay, that's it.
Oh, that's how we know you own it.
Yep.
Yep.
So those slide up.
All right, so the ladder climbs.
Climbs, that goes there. We flip over the next season, rotate the dial, flip over the next worker dude.
We are still in summer.
Yep. We're basically halfway through the game now because we're playing the 6-round game. There's an 8-round version too. So
Oh, there's a lot of wood on this one.
damn, that's a lot of wood.
And coins.
Oh yeah, lots of coins. All right, coins over there to do stuff. Okay, cool.
Pass the first player
First part of
marker.
Wayne.
Yep, comes to me. We roll our 2 dice.
Roll your
Wayne,
two.
you are teaching the game well, says Chris.
Hey.
We'll take that as a compliment.
I will take
2
that
to
as a
6.
compliment.
All right,
I've
2 to
watched
6.
one video and
Yeah,
set it up and
15 minutes of learning.
yeah. I did not read the whole rule book. I watched a video
There you go.
and just kind of like set the game up once at home and kind of figured, all right, so where do I want to go?
And
I
after my
need-
own heart.
I didn't know you haven't played this yet.
No, this is the first time.
And that's because I asked you to do it on camera.
Need one of these.
I didn't realize you didn't know the game like by heart and already
yeah.
played it.
It's
My
not
bad, my
that
bad.
complicated. No, it's not that complicated. If this was like not Blood Rage, even like
Blood on the Clock Tower.
Yeah, something like no, it's all good.
Okay, we got Leopard Frog here. Immediately place 2 plus marker tokens from the supply here. Each player may use them on their turn, return them here at the end of their turn, and discard them when the month ends.
You get 2 free-
Modifiers for everyone.
2 free modifiers, and then
For this
the
round.
basic ability, you can place any die there to trade a mushroom in for a resource of choice.
All right, nice. So
And there's nowhere to get
All right, so
mushrooms
the
to
first step in the player turn is that the player will have to decide where to put their workers. What they get to do first
Did
is
you
roll
your
their 2 dice.
Okay, so everyone roll their dice.
Everybody gets to roll their dice.
Just Carlos.
Once you roll your dice, you place them on your player board, and at this point, you have 4 workers, and you get to place those workers on different spots. You get to know what 2 dice are.
Yep. And we rotate that? We rotated that.
Did not.
No, okay. All right. So first, I'm going for the 3 wood and an apple.
And each spot on the board has a requirement of dice that you need to spend to activate that location.
Yeah.
So you're risking it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm gonna go to the coin and the stone. Oh man, this is tough. I'll go to the market. Yep. Because I need 3 dice for there, 4, 5. So I only have 1 more die.
Yeah, 4 community dice, 2 of your own. You're only activating 6
To
dice
get
at
that,
most.
yeah. What is that? That is a mushroom and a die to get. And no, I'm just gonna go here and grab another thing.
Okay.
All right.
I think grabbing cards is a thing. Like that's where the points come from.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until you have a certain number of cards, yeah. They just need to build them. Got to get those resources. So I'm going up there because I need a wheat and an apple. I'm going. Is that a book over there? A book and 2. Oh gosh, I already got plenty of those.
And you have to kind of count like how many dice you have. Like going to a 3 spot, you're like, ooh, that's 3 of your 6 dice, right?
3 equal dice, so that's a lot. But I need money for my piggy bank.
That's the one thing, and Chris, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but once you've used the die to activate a location, you're done with that die for the round. Like you can't reuse the dice. So you have 6 dice, and if you use them up on 2 locations, and your other 2 guys don't get used. So coins are the best. They're worth a point each. Yeah.
Here. And man, 2 and a 6.
Rob's overthinking this
Since
thing.
we don't need big numbers. Yeah, where do you go for big numbers? These are all.
You should hope you
lots
roll a
of
lot of
dice,
the same big
little
numbers.
Yeah.
I need to roll high.
Over here, the wood and the apple gives you it's total of 11 or greater, so you want big numbers there.
Or at least two of them. So, yeah.
All right, all done. Carlos?
Carlos.
And okay, so help me out with the top decking.
If you
that is, do I have to have 4 dice?
A 1 or a 2
it's
gets you
a 1
2.
or 2, you get two of cards. A 3, 4, 5, or 6, you just get the top one.
All right, so it's not a combination of
No,
dice.
just
Any one
number
of those
die.
numbers
Yep.
will
Yep.
trigger
Yep.
it. We're gonna get some coinage. We'll get some cardage.
Ooh, 3 matching numbers. Wow.
Can I go twice to the same location?
It's 6 dice.
That's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
You only have 6 total.
Now these buttons here for our leopard frog
You'll be
friend,
able to use them on your turn.
even if I don't go there,
Yes.
even if I don't go to that
Yeah,
location,
you could go there to do this, but everybody gets to
worried
use
about
those.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll use the market to convert stuff.
Everybody going to the market this time.
All right. Here we go.
And wait, no, I think
no,
I
no,
want some more
sorry.
cards.
Oh,
I
cards.
got to go to the other location.
Got another one?
This is any die.
Yeah.
Copy
Any
that.
die,
I'm
any
set.
card.
Yeah.
All right, so Wayne's going.
All right. Here are the dice.
These are the community dice we all share.
2, 3, 6, 6.
Nice big numbers. I like
Ooh.
it. Picasso.
All right. So with this 2,
ID Wade.
I'm gonna I'm gonna roll this to a 1 and take my coin and a stone.
So you're going to use one of these?
Yep.
All right, we'll mark it that way.
Take my coin and stone.
Chris says, use your coins to gain resources you need to build your comfort cards. Always have 2 to 3 coins in hand.
That's what I'm doing.
Replace cards when you are running low.
So
Definitely
I
what
would
I'm doing
basically
this
there's that to get my 3. Was that 3 wood and a
Over there.
3 wood and an apple.
Total 11 higher.
3
yeah.
wood and an apple.
And I got that guy's also been used in the top there.
The river guy.
Yep.
The gold mine.
2. I just need my apple.
3 wood.
I already
Oh,
got the wood. I already got the
okay.
wood. Yep.
Need an apple?
I
Yeah,
got the apple.
you got it.
All right, so then I'm gonna use that guy,
Market.
market dude,
Market dude.
and I'm gonna do a coin into a
Chris is confirming.
fabric.
Yes, you cannot use the dice that you have already been placed for other things.
And then what am I gonna take from here now? I need things that need stone. Oh, I'm gonna take the hearth with my last die.
I'm going to take some really high quality photos of
That's how what you do it.
Wayne playing the game.
Yep. All right,
All
I'm
set?
done, and I'm gonna build a rocking chair.
Rocking chair.
These are going online.
Okay.
My last guy's been taken. All right, Rob, you're up.
Got it. Okay, so before I screw it up, I'm going to go up there. 2 matching die. I'm going to do 2 6s. So we're going to do 2 6s for an apple and a wheat, which is going to complete that card for me. So I'll just set them there. I'll do it at the end of my turn. That guy comes back. What do I need here? I need a rock. So I'm going to use the one from the market. I'm going to trade a coin for a rock. And I need a book, so I'm going to trade another coin for a book, which will allow me to complete that one. And, ooh, yeah, it's not looking so good over here. What do I have left? I have 2 yarn left. Is there anything I can build over here for 2 yarn? No. So we're just going to eat that guy. Actually, I get
Gives you
modifier.
Yep.
I forgot I got
You
those
do have
ticks, too.
modifiers available.
Yeah, got those 2 available also.
Yeah, I didn't need them this time. I needed one at least.
Yeah, I didn't.
Mark,
Didn't
help me out here, Robert. That's a lot of consonants.
Picklesmeyer?
Pickles.
Maybe?
Pickles.
Pickle Zimmer?
Pickles.
Pickle Zimmer. Pickle Zimmer. Pickle Simmer.
Yeah, we apologize for mispronouncing
Pickle
your name.
Simmer.
I'm sure.
English is not my first language. This is a very fun game.
Yeah,
Glad to hear it.
I like
Yeah, it's good.
I tell you what, it is light, right?
Yeah.
But I'm liking it. It's fast. You know, like I could see like on the box it literally says 45 minutes. I could see this game easily taking 45 minutes. Like, you know, boom, boom, boom.
There's the socks.
And folks, this is still a call-in show. I know
yes.
we're kind of going crazy playing games tonight. With Wayne in the house, we had to take advantage and get some games played tonight.
Yeah.
So
Like call in and talk about
call
it.
in,
Yeah.
tell us what you want to talk about. You take over when you call in. You take over the show. It's yours for 10 minutes.
Talk about the game. Ask
Yeah,
us questions.
Talk
what we
about
thought.
anything.
Yeah. Certainly get us talking about the game, like what our thought processes are.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to do another thing because I was
Or-
here at the market.
Yeah.
Instead of doing this card, I'm going to trade those 2 resources. You can trade any 2 for 1, right?
a 3.
Oh,
Or 2 that are the same for 1.
2 that
Or
are the same.
3 that are different.
Oh, 3 that are different. Oh, God, that'll give me 1 resource. There's nothing here I can buy for 1 resource. Okay, forget it.
Or my man Chris can call in and walk me through my turn.
There you go.
All right, that's the end of my round. I'm going to build a couple things here. I'm going to build the socks that I need to get the bonus 2 points.
I was like, oh, really? Those socks came up.
Yeah, and I actually had 2 wool, 2 yarn sitting in my leftovers. And then the toys, I'm going to build another toys for 6 for those 3 resources. And get that doubled up. And that is me. Carlos?
All right, Carlitos is going. Let's see. We've got community dice over here. On these community dice, we have 2 6s, a 3, and a 2. I have 1 5. So I will borrow a modifier from our leopard frog friend to convert my 5 into a 6. Use these 3 6s to take from this location here, which is going to give me 3 coins. Coins are amazing. And they go to my piggy bank. Then from there, I've got 3 dice left. I will now go to...
Cards, and cards.
Yeah, let's get some cards. What can I build, though? Well,
With a 2, you get 2 off the top.
1 or 2.
I'm going to spend a 2 down here to pull that squirrel and get 2 cards off the top. And we get some ice skates and a mandolin. Playing some music.
Oh, man, you kidding me?
need
I
the
need
mandolin?
mandolin and socks, and you pull the mandolin and socks.
And all I need is some
sure there's
wood
plenty more of 'em
and
in there.
wool
And
to
I know
complete
that
these.
there's
Very nice.
There's a board game table I think in here, and like board games because it had a couple like promo cards.
Oh, cool.
From, like the
You got some
Kickstarter.
promos in there?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I'll spend this 3 down here to grab a face-up card.
Correct.
We'll grab a muffler.
Oh,
Muffler.
I'm
piggy bank. Just
not familiar with what a muffler is. It must be a UK thing. I don't know. It looks like a
Scarf. It's
scarf,
like a
to me.
Yeah, it's like a scarf. Yeah.
And then finally, I have 1 worker left at the market. And looking at my cards. So looking at my cards, I have some money to spend so I can get some resources that I need. I can spend 2 coins and a wool. I have that. What do I need to build the
You just wanna look at
mandolin?
the so each of those coins is 2 points at the end of the game. So that would be 4 points. So anything you build, you want to have be worth more than 4 points.
Yeah, plus 2 if I have socks, works 6 points. I think this one's going to be worth it. I'm going to spend it on this one.
Yep.
And then the mandolin cost me 2 coins and 2 wood. I'm not going to, you know what? I'm not even going to use the market. No, I'm not.
Not going to use it.
Not going to do it.
Not
I'm going to save the money. Wayne's right. I'm going to save the money.
Not going to
So by not using it, I take him back and I can use or take a modifier for later.
Yep.
All right, so then at the end of my turn, I will now build. I will build the ice skates. It's going to cost me 2 coins and a wool to put some ice skates out. I have socks, so it's going to be very nice.
All right. So take back your dice and workers. We're gonna rotate the thing, flip the 2 things, and get a new little dude out.
Rotate the thing, flip the
Rotate- flip
things.
things.
New dude.
Yeah, all very highly technical terms.
Yep.
So I think we got 2 more turns.
Two more rounds, yeah.
2 more rounds, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about Rob's house.
Rob's house.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rob's
Y'all
house
should go to
up
Rob's
here.
house up there.
Rob's house is getting used this round, I think.
End of the month. This is Mr. Moose. End of the month. In turn order, each player may gain a book from the supply if they give a gift of a resource of their choice to another player.
Oh.
So give somebody a resource of your choice,
Okay.
and you get a book at the end of the round.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
It's a may or must.
May.
Copy that.
Each player may. Yep. Okay, I'm
Everybody
first.
rolls
Everybody
their
roll
two
their
dice.
4 and a 2.
2, hey.
Hey, we matched like 2 out of the 4
Yeah.
rolls. Wow. And then we're placing, right?
Yep. So we got up there top. We got 6. A 6 die will get you a wood and an apple. 2 dice that are even.
Both even.
Both even.
So 2 dice, different numbers, but they both have to be even numbers. You get
mushrooms and a wood.
Yep, food and wood. 5 gets you a book, and then both odds over there are going to get you 2 wheat. So 2 dice, both have to be odd.
Okay. And then Rob's spot gets you a book and another item, and then he gets a free item.
Yes.
I'm going there for the wood and the apple. I'm going to go... Man, I wish I could go to my own spot. Block that sucker up. But nope.
No, you still couldn't block it. We could all go there. Rob.
Block! Yeah, everything's open. I could any number of people go there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume. Okay. And I get a thing for each person?
Yep.
Does it say for each?
Well, it says owner may not go when another player
Okay,
collects.
so yeah, each. Okay, cool. Books seem to be kind of rare, right? I haven't seen a whole lot of books. I did not roll a 5, but I'm going to try to hope on a 5. I then will go. Man, what else do I need? That's going to complete that card. I need some cards. Let's go in here for some cards. Let's go here. And
What happened to all the wood?
wood got used up. It was a thing of the past.
Round had a lot of
Yeah.
And there's these are shuffled, so they're kind of variable every game. So there's some variability there, and you can see the giant stack of.
But they're also seasoned,
Yeah.
seasonal.
Seasonal, yeah.
So like certain types of things are more
Probably
prevalent in each
certain
season.
seasons, yeah.
Let's go there.
So once you play the game a few times, you can kind of learn what to expect in the summer and the winter and the spring.
Probably, yeah.
All right, looking at what I've got here and what I need. I'm going to need to get some wood. So I'm going to 2 wood spots. That's going to cost me 3 dice there. And then I will need, that gives me the apple I need. I need more wood. Where's the wood? Is that it? Guess I got to go to market.
That's it. Yeah, go to market if you can exchange. Yeah.
What does the moose guy do? You got 2 the same for 2 books.
1 coin for 2 different
Or a
resources.
3 will get you just a book for a 3.
A 1 or 2. Yeah.
And then more cards.
Okay,
All right.
I'm going to Rob's spot.
Oh, Wayne's going to Rob's house.
I'm going to Rob's house. I'm going to
Go to
visit
Rob's
you. How
spot.
you doing there, buddy?
Hey, appreciate it.
I'm going to borrow this book.
Thanks for coming by.
And,
Yeah, book's
some
good.
sugar. I'm going to
Yeah.
borrow some sugar.
For any car, any die. That's not bad.
Any die.
For any
Yeah.
guy, yep. I'm going to go to. That's a book, and I'm going to go to the coin again. I love that coin and stone spot. I need a 6, but we'll see.
Yeah, I need a 6 also, so I'm hoping to roll a 6.
Yeah, 5 or 6. I got one.
Oh, yeah, you got a 1 changer.
So there's that.
Pickle simmer. It's a long I sound. I have watched you all since Carlos was on the Nexus show.
Oh, cool.
Really enjoy your content. Mark, thanks for the shout out there, man. That
Thanks, man.
was a while ago too.
Pickle Simer.
Simer.
Long I.
I.
Pickle Simer. Imer.
English not my first language.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's what the long I means.
Okay.
The Long I. Long Island over here. Long Island.
It's
Yeah,
Long
I.
Island.
Long
It's one
Island.
word,
Long
hard G.
Island. Long Island.
Idea.
Ideas. Yeah, got
Figures.
ideas. Got ideas in Long Island.
Hey, now I resemble that remark.
All right. What else do I need here? I'm gonna go.
I need a 6 really bad. I need a 6, Wayne. We need 6s.
I need a couple of 6s.
Oh, you
I'm
do?
gonna go up there too.
I'm just going to roll 1. 'cause
The woods-
Everybody's rooting
no,
on
the-
6s?
No, yeah, the 6 spot. No,
The
that
si-
one. Yeah,
okay.
and then I'll just go here. Screw it.
Since we're needing 6s, I'm going to roll this on the board. Make it dramatic.
6s. A couple 5s and
At
6s.
the board
please.
cam? Yeah. There's a 6. 2. You didn't get you 2, though. But 2, 3, 4, 6. And there's not even a 5 there that can stretch. Okay, so I get to go first, right? So I need that 6 here. So we're going to go 6 up here. We're all on the 6. So we're doing that.
Activate that worker gets a wood and an apple.
That there. Going to place this over here. Okie doke. What else we got? Over yonder, I needed a 5, so I'm going to use, I think, the 4 and use the modifier by 1 to make it a 5.
All right, so he rolls that to a 5.
That's going to get
Peels him off the board and gets himself a book.
Okay.
You have down here to get face-up cards, and then you also have over there to get stone.
So 2 for stone, 2 stones.
So
I'm
he's
gonna
burning
use
the 2 for a stone.
2 stones.
So he burned a 2 die for a stone,
Pair
or
of
2
stones.
stone.
Yep. And then I need to come down here for a card. So is there
Any number
yeah, is there a card that I can get with stones and books? No, there are
that
not.
you can complete right now.
Yep. There are not, but the piggy bank. No, that's the thing that gives you for the stuff stored on it. Ugh. Yeah, nothing on there matches like anything that I've got. The rocking chair's not bad. I'm going to have to root for a bunch in the end. I'm going to do this and just try to complete it for the 3 points, I think, later. Okay, piggy bank me, and then I will use this, or I'll use the stuff that I have here to build the pantry. I'll put that into play up here. And, oh, got a call coming in.
Beans and Dice Podcast. State your name. Where are you calling from?
Hey, Carlos, it's Chris from Texas. How you doing?
All right, it's about to be my turn. Perfect timing.
I remember you can take a lessons learned if you just choose to not take the action. You're like, on second thought, I want to do that.
Yep.
To set you up for the next round. But a lot of times it's not worth it. You don't want to get too many of those because they're worthless at the end of the game.
I have picked up 3
got 3
lessons
of them. He's
learned
got a
so
bank.
far.
So worthless at the end of the game. He mentions, of course, Carlos has 3 of them. Yeah.
I am a graduate of the School of the Hard Knocks.
Hard knocks. Yeah.
We'll use them all up by the end.
What group are you finding plays of this game hitting well with? Like when are you busting out creature comforts, Chris?
Mm-hmm. Well, with my mom and my stepdad, they really liked it. The first time they played it, they loved it. They wanted to play it again, and then we played it again, and they just keep asking for it. So it's really good for families.
Yep.
People that like playing games, but they can't handle the heavy stuff. So it's very welcoming, obviously, with the artwork and the theme. It's also fairly easy to teach. I mean, there's a few little nuances here and there, like the Traveler comes out every round. So that's probably the most difficult thing for people that aren't gamers. It's having to keep track of the changing board. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward, and it's hit with everybody. My wife, my parents, one of my mom's good friend who's a little bit can handle more of the heavier stuff too, but she really likes it. So yeah,
There's a little bit of thinky into it. It's not completely light.
yeah. There's some forward planning, and you have to hedge your bets too. There's some hedging your bets, which I like.
Yep, a little bit of
Because you don't
pressure luck.
always know if it's going to work out. Yeah, a little pressure luck, which is fun. I don't know. It's really fun. I've won the game about 70%, 65% of the time I played it.
Okay.
So I've got, obviously that helps when
Yeah.
you do well at something.
The artwork is nice. It's bright colors. I mean, it's pretty simple artwork, but it's really bright, really inviting, really friendly looking animals. And they're all wearing like, I guess, anthropomorphic. They're kind of like little outfits on, and just the card quality is good. These are linen finished cards. Obviously, if you've been watching, you've seen these, the bits. This is the upgraded version,
this
but
is a Kickstarter
Deluxe
version.
But yeah,
whatever
the deluxe
Beautiful.
version here's got real nice wooden bits. It's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only thing about this game is there are a couple icons kind of like the equal then,
Yeah.
and that
Couple
might be
tricky
a
ones.
little confusing. But once you get it down, then it's pretty straightforward. But
Yeah. What do you think, Carlos? Do you like it?
I'm
He's taking his
liking.
He's thinking.
Sorry, my brain's thinking.
But my question for you is, now that you've gone and replaced the original copy with a deluxified version, I'm hoping you've had chances to play both. Do you still feel it was worth it? Right, like sometimes that leap to the deluxe version becomes a regrettable decision. Like it really wasn't worth it. Like Mosaic, I love my retail copy of Mosaic. What are your thoughts on
Yeah,
that
I can't
leap you
answer
made?
that. Yeah, I have a game night, not this Saturday, but next Saturday with my parents. And then we'll get to see, so I actually haven't played with all the extra bits and stuff yet. So I'll let you know after that.
So I think like Carlos with Mosaic View, and I agree with you. Like the Mosaic Super Deluxe is harder to understand what's going on because of all the castles and the pieces. Where it's easier just to read the cardboard shit. Really, what's deluxe is this is just upgrade. So you're having little wooden bits instead of cardboard bits, which just feels nicer, right? So I think in this case, granted I don't have the non-deluxe version, but I think the deluxe version, linen finished cards, the extra bits and things, I think add to the enjoyment of the game.
The first player marker. Come on.
I know.
It's the one.
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim.
Yep. Pretty much.
I'm gonna use-
Well, just so you know, I have taken another lesson learned. I did not utilize the market. I didn't want to burn it. My next question is, if I have 2 piggy banks, does that double the
No, 'cause you
doubling?
store it
No,
on
you
the
still got to
card.
store on the card.
No, it's not really worth it.
Yeah.
Because you can't place more coins.
Wah, wah.
Because you could put an infinite number of coins on one piggy bank.
Right.
But
So there's no
Madoff
point
said
having 2,
Madoff
really.
said that if I give him more money, no. When it comes
Now the piggy bank's still worth points by itself, though, without the coins. So.
3 points, but when I look at the 2
Yeah,
points
so-
per coin, it's better to put those 2 coins onto first piggy.
Correct.
This piggy's
Yeah.
going to market.
Generally, you don't want to build something twice. Generally, and you want to try to combo. Some cards work well with other cards. It says if you have this card
Wood in a
with this card, you get a bonus 2 points.
Yeah, I've got my ice skates with my socks, so I'm getting some bonus points for my ice skates and socks. Now, what do you do with the extra cards that you have?
The extra cards at the end of the game don't do anything, but except for sometimes there's a traveler. There's this one traveler where you can use cards for resources. You can discard cards for resources. He's like one of my favorite ones.
Well,
He came out in our last game.
Let's see if that traveler comes out in the next 2 rounds, because I got a piggy here.
Mhm.
It's got no use for me.
Yeah, I wish there was another way, but that guy's really good.
I know Rob isn't huge on the friendly aspect.
So, quick question, and this is for you, I
Mhm.
guess. I played. He played a card up there. Why I went there? I get a book and any other resource. Can that include a coin?
When it has the
No,
asterisk
coins
for
aren't
resource.
considered
Coins are
resources.
That's right.
Okay, they're not
Coins-
resources. They're
Books
coins.
and
Coins are
coins are separate.
Yeah, coins,
Gotcha.
books, and
Yeah.
everything are separate. Yeah. So
Okay. So I'll take a
Yeah.
non-coin resource. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Robert built the guest cottage, which works. He owns the building. We can go
Nice.
visit it.
Yeah, those are cool. And remember, if you build 2 tools, you get a big bonus for that second house you put out, second cottage you put out. I think it's like 4 more points
yeah, it's like
plus the tool points.
Now, when you
So if
pull
you
these
can build
cottages
2 tools, it
off
helps.
your board,
Oh, they
do
go
you
top to
pull
bottom.
from top to bottom or bottom to top?
Top to bottom.
Oh, I went the other
Oh.
way. Okay. So your second one is
One,
worth
4,
4.
2,
Wow. Okay.
It's almost like Arnak, where
Yeah.
you're pulling those idols,
yeah.
right? And as you use them,
Mhm.
you're trading them in for different levels of points.
all right, that's that turn. So I
All
think-
done?
So I should build a second house.
The last turn. Yeah, we all need to build a second. What are these tools?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good because you used to get 2 to 3 points per tool, and then when you build the second house, it's another 4 points on top of that. That's like a creature comfort card that's a high one. Like usually 6 points is really good for a creature comfort card.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to grab on the face up. I'm just trying to go for the big point cards and kind of shoot the moon and see if I can get them all built.
Yeah, it really can pay off. And then the comboing the cards together, you'll find like the first time I played this game, I didn't get the strategy entirely. And that, to me, that's a good game where it takes a couple plays to kind of get all the strategy down. Because I didn't feel like I grasped the full strategy until the second game. So
I think understanding the seasons will be helpful. Did you see any thread, any commonalities in each season for different types of resources? Have you noticed anything like that?
yeah, I mean, yeah, certain resources aren't available in some seasons, and so you have to go to the conversion spot. I don't remember like which for which season on all of them, but basically you have to use that conversion spot. I think the last time I played, I went to the conversion spot every single round because I got a whole bunch of apples one round, but I didn't need them for my creature comfort, so I convert the apples into something else. And then one round I got a whole bunch of coins with other stuff, and then I would convert coins to other resources. So you got to go to that conversion spot a lot. And it's okay if you don't get what you need for creature comforts as long as you go to that conversion spot. Because you can get what you need there.
Yeah. If you want to. If you don't want to take
The creature comfort spot. That's the
the creature comfort cards from your hand, sometimes you don't have the resources you need to build them.
Oh, okay. I see what
So
you're
you
saying.
go to that conversion spot to get what you need so you can build those at the end of your turn.
See, my problem is I've been going for so many coins that I'm holding on to them like Scrooge McDuck. Like, I don't want to turn
don't
them
do
into
that. Just because you have the
resources.
piggy bank, don't do that. Because you get more points for those comfort cards a lot of times, unless they're just really bad cards. But your coins are only worth 2 points each. So don't sacrifice building a 4 to 6 point card just for 1 coin.
Right.
So Carlos, you have to if you want to give me a resource, you get a book.
Yeah, I gave you the book already, assuming we'd all do it. But the end of the month here was give a resource of your choice to the person on your left to gain a book.
Oh, that's
So-
at the end of the month?
Yeah, it was the end of the month. So this was
End of
the
last
end
round.
Of last month. So this
Oh,
was the
okay,
last thing
sorry.
we did.
Here's a
this week.
piece of food for you that I don't need, a mushroom from Tapestry.
Okay. All right. Now the new guy.
I'm going to steal 5 of these mushrooms from Wayne
Maybe we'll do this after.
and then use them
call.
in my Tapestry.
Yeah,
So
we
we
can
can
do
just
that
shut the phone off
yeah,
and play our
that's
last
cool.
round.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Gonna be last round then. That's cool. I'm enjoying the game. I tell you what, I really do. It's thinky enough where I think I could.
Yeah.
Right? But I know that my 9-year-old can play this.
Yeah.
Which is what I've been looking for. He's wanting to play more complex games and move beyond like not kids games, but he wants to do what he's seen. He saw the Castle of Burgundy. He's like, that looks really cool. I'm like, that's a little much for you, buddy. I don't know, but yeah, but this would be a step. You get this down, then Castle of Burgundy becomes easier.
But there's some of
The
those
building
feels
blocks.
there in Castles of Burgundy that I'm enjoying here, right? The dice mechanism here. I know Robert's poo-pooing a lot of the friendliness aspect of it, but I think what I want to highlight is that gambling piece, that space base, Castles of Burgundy. Like, I know what I want to do. I just need my dice to hit this, right? And that kind of craps moment of chucking dice and looking for what you need to hit. Stand up moments, I think, are going to be the good feels of this game. I'm liking that.
And the level of it reminds me a bit of Flamecraft. That's another that game that was really popular recently. This kind of feels like it's on that same
But
level.
this seems less clunky than Flamecraft.
Yeah. This is a little smoother. I like the dice placement in this a lot better than I like Flamecraft. Yeah.
And they sell this one at Barnes and Noble, and I know that they tend to have deals.
Yeah.
And Rob's got the membership.
Oh yeah,
So
get you an
we
extra
get that
20% off. Or whatever
extra
it is.
percentage
Yeah.
off.
Mm-hmm.
This one might make its way into the Cabrera household.
It's pretty good. It's pretty solid.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
worker placement. and
It's
I
30
like
bucks.
this.
It's $30 for the retail.
That's
so, if you get it on sale, you can get it for the 20. Yeah, it's really cheap. That's why even buying both, I mean, like I've used mine. I played it 4 times in the retail or 5 times, and then I bought the deluxe. But it's only $30. So you buy the deluxe, it's more expensive, but the retail's cheap.
Deluxe is what, like 50 or something?
Yeah, I think it's more like 60.
Is it 60?
I think
wow.
its retail's for 60. Yeah.
Wow.
But I will say, to Wayne's point, that it's those bits feel really good, but also the mini expansions. That's what I'm excited. Now that
Oh,
I've
yeah.
played it 5
Yeah,
times,
we have a couple of
I'm going to throw those mini expansions in. Yeah,
Nice.
they're really cool.
Now, I don't mean to
You get-
poo-poo on it,
Mhm.
yuck the yum, but one of the things that I'm noticing here is the downtime because you're placing all of your workers at once.
Yeah.
Whereas, like in a normal worker placement game, you're placing one, going to the next player. While others are placing, you've got time to think about your next placement.
Yeah. Because of the blocking aspect
Right.
usually in that.
Yeah,
Because
but
you're
since there's no
since there's no blocking, you might as well
once
just
we all
place them
have
all.
it out, then it's very easy to.
And it's not about like who's going to go where. It's about, well, what 4 do I really need this round?
Yep.
And I can see, Rob slowing down to think, what are the 4 places I have to go to be able to build these creature comforts?
Well, you're supposed to do that simultaneously, though. So your guys, your workers, you all put them out at the same time.
Yeah,
I'm
actually,
sorry,
Doing
what?
it that way?
Yeah, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But since there's no
We've been
blocking,
doing it.
We've been doing it individually, but yeah, I guess
It
you
would
can.
speed it
And
up a
I'm
little
sitting
bit.
here like
Oh,
staring
yeah,
at
you're
Rob.
supposed
Yeah.
to do that simultaneously. Yeah, you all do it at the same time,
But
and then you resolve your dice internally.
Right.
All right, well, I
speed
I
up
take
more.
away all
Speeds up the
negatives.
game a lot.
Yeah, it would
That
speed
does.
it up.
It has.
Speed up a lot.
It's going to reach the Beans and Dice seal of excellence, which
yeah.
means nothing.
Yeah, really, we were
Slap it on
just,
the box.
it's kind of learning, so we're like thinking about all right, where you want to place. So whether you place it all at the
Well,
same time
y'all
or
have-
individually, it doesn't make a difference really because there's no blocking. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
just shoot it at
huge.
the same time. It speeds it up.
Yeah.
Y'all have 1 round left?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
we're saying is probably after we finish
Yeah.
this call, we'll go ahead and turn off the
Do
phone.
it the right way.
Yeah, play the last round.
Yeah, we'll turn the phone, do it the right way, and you'll see how fast it goes.
Yeah, sweet.
That was my one like burn, and no. All right, it's
Fixes
going
that
on the
problem.
wish list.
Beans and Dice Seal of Excellence. Now that you mentioned that, what we do is print out little stickers, and we'll travel around to all the
Targets.
Barnes and Noble
Barnes
and
and
Targets,
Noble,
and just slap that sticker on the cellophane. So as soon as people take the cellophane off, it's gone. But
And I bet the employees will never even like notice. Like they won't even
just
care.
snap them on there.
We'll put like the Beans and Dice seal of excellence,
go.
and then people will be like,
Just for the
"Oh,
Tampa
what's
area."
Beans and Dice?"
Yeah.
And they'll Google us and
Go look us up. Yeah,
Rob, this
marketing genius.
yeah.
I went to
Tampa men arrested.
Tampering with.
not if we get away with it. Just don't get caught.
I mean, it's Florida Man, so we could.
Florida
I mean,
Man,
That
there
would
you
even
go.
make the top 100 of Florida Man stories for the week.
There you go.
Or should I say, Tampa man arrested, other Tampa man found with gun and shot.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
He's got a gun.
Awesome.
Well, I'll let you guys go so you can
All right.
really focus on the game and let me know what you think. Doing it the simultaneous placement way.
Yeah, it's got to speed
Yeah, it'll
things
speed up. Yeah, crazily. Yeah, it'd be good.
Appreciate you,
All right.
Chris.
Good
Thanks
night,
for calling.
guys.
Thanks for the
As
coaching.
Appreciate
always.
you guys. Yeah, anytime. Bye-bye.
Easy, man.
I went to go hang up the phone, and I almost clicked end stream.
Oh, again, be 2 weeks in a row.
Not, that's not how that works.
All right. So, what's this guy's
Last round.
Yeah,
Here we
last
got
month, yeah.
Canada Lynx. Immediately, in turn order, each player must pick 2 dissimilar resources from the supply and give it to the player on their left. So everybody knows I got the piggy bank.
Dissimilar.
And you can't give me what I need anyway. So yeah, pick 2 different from the supply and hand them to the person on your left. So give them garbage. Give me stuff I don't need. You can't do books and you can't do
You
coins.
get a
These 2?
Yeah, you get a
Okay.
mushroom and a wood.
Okay. I'm gonna randomly grab just the first 2 things I touched.
What are you giving me, Carlos?
I'll give you a little bit of what you don't have.
Some STDs.
And things that are abundant. Let me do that. What's abundant? Apples are abundant, and wheat is abundant because you already got other places to get it.
Yeah. All right. In this round, we got what? We got wooden stuff. Oh, no.
So now we
roll a
chuck
die,
our 2 dice.
and then we do a simultaneous placement.
6, 4.
1 and a 2. Ugh.
And now we just kind of go out. Okay, this feels
So what's
much better.
Yeah. Just place away. So I'm definitely going here because I got to get a second thing somehow, and I'm going to go here.
I can't reach, and I hate reaching on the stream.
Oh, yeah.
So put me in my typical spot that I always go to.
Your spot there.
Put me in your spot.
Did we rotate that?
Oh, he's going to the house.
Yeah,
I did.
He
Okay.
rotated. Yep. I'm going to the house.
Oh, you're going to the house. Take it to the house, baby.
You
Beat Carlos there. Oh,
where
Carlos
the
can still go there.
Yeah, I don't think I need any books.
Where are the apples?
Book and a resource of your choice for any die.
All right, let me. You know what? Jesus says count the cost. So let me audit what I have.
There's no wheat out there, or no fabric out there, huh?
No fabric? No,
No,
don't believe
brother,
so. No.
you're not.
Damn.
And this is why I didn't give you anything matching because then you could have took it to market and traded it. All right,
What is that last
Papa
one?
needs some
Number
money.
plus number equals question mark.
Question mark plus question mark
It's
equals 7.
Oh, that's a 7. That's not a yeah.
it's
All right. My bad vision. I got an eye thing. I got an excuse.
And me is language. I can't read.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think I got to go there because then I can convert stuff to do this, right? Yeah.
What's this guy? He's got what's the 1 do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 2 things get you a coin. 2 of the same get you a coin. All right.
Lots of books over there. If you need books for something, there's nothing here that needs books.
All right. I'm gonna go there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so that's what you were saying. What does that do again? So that's 2 dissimilar resources for a coin.
Oh, 2 dissimilar.
Yes, 2
Okay.
different resources for 1 coin.
I'll take that.
Ooh, I don't know what I need
And
here.
Oh man.
KTBG has fantastic production, and their partner company, Burnt Island. Oh, wow. Really?
Island
Burnt Island
Games,
Games. I
yeah.
love Burnt Island Games. Has the same level of production. That's right. Endeavor, Age of Sail with the
yeah.
wooden bits.
That's right,
They're
yeah.
very matching. They do the mid-weight level games.
Okay. Sweet.
That was Mark Picklesheimer.
Pickles Eimer. Yep, Pickles Eimer.
I'm trying to learn my English.
You got it. Just learning English.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know what I
I
need.
think
Yeah, I'll say
the
this
top
is
one gets me a book and gets me any other resource. That gets me the coin.
get a free resource.
Okay, good. So that gets me all those
things.
things.
Do the thing.
Coin.
Um,
I'm gonna have to go to market because the stuff that I'm gonna need.
1 die, 2, 3 die. I still have 3 more dice.
Yes, I got a guy. I'm not even sure where to put them. I guess where.
Shady wood.
And I need some
there's
wood.
1 wood. Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
only
that's what I was saying too. That I'm already on the one. Do I go down here and just
And I need some stone.
snag a card? Hope I can build it. If you build it, they will come.
2 equal dice or 2
And again,
dice.
books
totaling
and
5
coins
or
are not
less.
these.
Yep.
So, okay.
Yep.
I got tons of books left over.
Put me on the 7 spot. I don't know if that's gonna. I don't think that's gonna do anything.
The
But
2 dice for a 7.
yeah.
I'm thinking about throwing my last guy there as well. Oh,
that one. It gives me 4 resources all the way over there. That would be good.
oh yeah. Sorry, 2 dice for 7. That
I
was
don't
it.
think I need it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I might just give me an extra point at the end because any 3 resources at the end are worth.
Oh, okay. Oh. Let's go there. Okay.
All right. Come on, Carlos.
Oh.
Okay. I like that.
I like it.
All right, that's what we got.
Now you're first, Carlos, to resolve.
All right, so I got to get to the market last before I build anything. Let's go. We're going to start with
Let's go.
2 dice. No, that's not me. 2 dice, 5 or less. I can burn the 4 and the 1 over here to peel from here, giving me 1 wood and 2 food. Very good. Then
Mushrooms, yeah.
where else am I located? I'm located on stone and coin and stone.
Stone, coin. You need a 5 and a 6.
There to peel the squirrel there for the 2 stone.
You're peeling a squirrel.
Peeling it.
Does that mean skinning it?
Peeling it off the board.
Oh, okay. And not skinning squirrels?
I'm going to spend the 5 here to peel that squirrel. And that's going to give me a coin and a stone. And now I'm going to go to market with 1 of my dice. And at this point, I get to do a bunch of trades to make sure I have everything I need. So right off the bat, I have the apple, the thread, and the wood that I need for the muffler.
Let's go ahead and
that's
build
gonna
it,
Take
yeah.
care of that. And then I need a stone and a thread and a coin. I have a coin. So now I can trade 2 of the same good. So 2 food for any 1 good. And that's going to be a thread. And that's going to give me what I need to build the lamp.
Nice.
And then it says if you store exactly... Books are not resources?
Books are not
Nope.
resources.
Books are not... fish or friends, not food. If you store exactly 2 books here. All right, I got to find a way to get books. That's it.
All right, you're done. So I'll hand these to Wayne.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is use this 5 to take the first guy there, and I get a
Coin and a stone.
stone, which is good because the coin will go there. I'm going to use...
7.
Yep, there's a 7. What do I
Get you two wheat and 2 apples. It's an apple and a wheat. You need another apple and a wheat.
Okay.
4 in your dice left.
I'll use that to go up to you for the book and a thread. So,
Oh, I got to decide what I want. Keep going. I got to think about it.
I have the apple now, so I'm good there. Yeah, these. What's funny is I never even used these plus minus things.
Take a mushroom.
Is there a benefit of the books? Are books worth more points? Books are worth more points at the end of the game.
They
Hey,
point each?
2 points each.
2 points each. Woo!
So I'm going to roll this up to a 6 to go there and get a book.
Okay.
And that still gives me that for 2 additional resources. Okay, I am building preserves.
Nice.
Like jelly?
Yes.
Mhm.
and I'm
That's my
building-
jam.
I'm building
Olives.
the quilt to go with my rocking chair.
So he built preserves. He built a quilt to go with the rocking chair.
And that's it. I'm done.
Done.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. I need 2 die totaling 5 or lower, and it's going to give me that and 2 of these. I think I have a lot of leftover resources. 2 die.
Well,
5
3.
or
It's
lower.
for every resource is 1 point for every 3. Books are worth 2.
Let's do a 4 and a 1, I guess. Is that what I want to do?
And what's really cool is like when we're done and we're scoring, you flip over this and it's a score track.
Oh, the back of the house is a score track?
Yeah.
And then
Right, I guess we could grab one from
I need to get something here that's worth
box that's not being used, but we could also just crack.
It's worth 4 points. All right. Gain 1 point for every food comfort owned by all other players. What does that mean?
So the icon.
Ew. So you've got 1. Carlos has none. Okay. No, not that. That's not going to help so much.
Not gonna help very much.
Once each turn.
Chris says everyone places their workers simultaneously, but resolves their dice.
Internal
Internal
order. That's
order.
what we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's working out really nice.
Yeah. Makes it even faster. Like I said,
Well, running the math in my the math for the cards I have, that it slows me down. That,
yeah,
like,
fine.
and then trying to figure out what do I need to make the conversions.
Still a fast game though.
Yes.
This is a good one. I'm going to use this and the 6 to buy this card. So that's going to cost this, and I'm going to do this first, I guess, technically, so that I can do the conversion to get the, whatchamacallit. So I'll use, let's say, the 5 there. These are all the used die. I need to convert for a stone, which is any 2 similar. So we'll do 2 food for a stone. Yep, there you go. Thank you. So I'm going to spend that stone and the wood to build that.
There you had a wood on there already.
Oh, did oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Oh, you already took
Nope.
it. Okay,
Yeah, I
got
took
it.
it off. Sorry.
Okay, you're good. And the only one I have left out there, you use this?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I
there you
just
go.
told my guys.
And the only one I have left is 2 matching die. I have a 1 and 2 that don't match. I can't
No
alter
boo-boos?
anything, so no, can't do that one. So this, I get a thing, but it's not worth taking at the
Not
end,
worth
right?
it.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Okay.
get anything in the game.
So that is
Still get it.
I'm not gonna just take it anyway. And then,
There might be a tiebreaker.
Oh.
Who knows?
well, no, this can't be used this round. So then I could use that to do that, but
Correct,
I
yeah,
can't
you-
use it this round.
You pulled them off to get that. Yeah.
Right,
All
got it.
So that's it.
That's it.
So now we will score.
Okay. We have a scoring pad, or is there?
So
just
in the box, there's extra one of these. We can flip it over.
Yeah, but I could just flip this
I
one
didn't
over,
complete
right?
this.
Which,
This-
yeah, you remember you get 1 point because you had one thing out, Carlos.
Oh, the house
Yeah,
thing.
it's
Yeah,
just
I
one.
see what
Just
you're
gotta
saying.
remember that. Like you have one.
Okay, I only pulled one house.
Yeah.
I see. This is a score track for all of us.
It can be, yeah.
Oh wait, it still has the
Oh, it still has the
place
thing.
for
Oh,
your
yeah, so
houses.
that's what you do at the end of the game.
Put your
Oh,
houses back.
Gotcha.
Flip this over and you put your houses back.
Let me show you all on camera here. When you flip the house tableau over, you get a score track.
Yep.
You still have a place for your tool sheds or tools that you built. So that track stays the same.
You just use one of your people to track.
Yeah. why not?
Okay. Start at 0.
All right, so you get 1 point for every 3 goods,
That you've left over.
1 for every coin, unless you have a piggy bank, and then
Let's
2 for every book.
Do them in order. Okay, so there, 2, 4. So that gives me 5 for that. I've got 1 more good that I can't use.
2, 3, 4. So I got
I'm at 4.
points there. Yep.
These back as I go.
I keep mine for auditing
Oh,
purposes.
Maybe there's a or a tiebreaker at the end or something.
Yeah, Rob likes to clean up before cleanup.
Yep.
He likes to clean up during the
Same
game.
thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'd rather throw everything in the box at the end.
All right, there we go.
All right, it's 5 for me for those. You
I'm
got
at 4.
I'm at
4, 4, 5. Okay.
So
What's
now
next?
we add up the points of all the stuff here.
Everything on all of our cards.
10,
Things you've built.
yep.
27 plus 5.
10, 20, 28, 35, 40.
Nice.
So 44, 46 for that. Then any synergy bonuses as well.
Yeah, I did mine already on here. Oh,
So-
hold on. I get 2 more for
Yeah,
that.
so I have the rocking chair and the quilt. I get 2 more. 1, 2. I get 7 more because I have books on here. So 55.
Wow, killing it.
55. And then I gain 2 for every outdoor comfort owned by other players. So
2.
that 2.
Has 1, so 4 total.
4 more. So
I get 2 for every light symbol, the fire. So you've got 2, 4. Carlos has 1, so it gives me 6.
I like how you're having to leave your zone to go look at others' players'
Yeah, 'cause
boards.
some of the synergy things.
It
like
creates
yeah,
a little bit of table.
Look at the little symbols there.
Yeah, last
Table
round I
interaction.
took that one because I saw 3 of those out there.
Yep.
So, yep.
You have any synergy bonuses, Carlos?
Nope. My socks.
Okay.
I got my skates and my socks.
I got my skates and socks.
So
Yep.
I'm at 59.
I'm at 42.
42, Jackie Robinson.
42 for both of us.
Nice.
Oh, we tied. Is it what's tiebreaker? What's tiebreaker for second?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, the house bonuses. Did you
Oh,
get
I did
yours?
not.
I got
No,
mine
5
right
more.
I get 1 more. Oh,
That did it.
that did it.
47 to 43 to Wayne. You were what, 59? Nice. I think that's it.
That's it.
What is the tiebreaker? Did you see?
I didn't.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was gonna say, just curious, but
But yeah, that's cool.
43 to Rob's, 47 to Wayne's,
59.
5-9. Good job, Wayne.
It was the 2 books at the end gave me 7 more, and then I got the quilt for 7 and made that 9. So that was a good score.
Now, theme-wise, like, it is not.
yeah,
It's not doing anything for me.
I mean, it's very
It's
much
not doing
like
anything.
like Winnie the Pooh or like
yes.
like, you know, those
Seven
kind of
Acre
like,
Woods, yeah.
anthropomorphic animals. They're getting ready for winter, so you have to build up your little hovel.
And I think part of it is because they didn't go. It's very storybook style, like not even like cutesy or fun, not like Zootopia fun, right? This isn't like an exciting theme or implementation of the theme, like the artwork wise.
Yeah.
It's very almost feels like a Winnie the Pooh storybook.
Yeah, but it's kind of a palatable thing because of that. Like
It really does open it up.
it's not like an Everdell or Root where you have like a
Very stylized, and it's all right. This is a good teach.
Yeah. Pretty light. 2 out of 10. no, it's just my thing. That's the thing.
That's your shtick.
Yeah, shtick.
no, but
man.
I mean it is light, right?
Yeah.
But it is not so light that it's like
Oh, I said several times there. It's got a little thinky
little
to
thinking
it.
to it.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob, you're gonna like this. Chris in the chat says all ties are friendly.
Oh, of course they are. Why did I even ask? Of course they are. Funny.
Rob's favorite tiebreaker, the friendly tiebreaker.
We'll come up with a beans and dice tiebreaker.
Yeah, we need a better tiebreaker than that.
Yeah, it's a knife fight.
In a
Straight
phone
up
book.
knife fight.
In a phone booth. Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, that was different.
Yeah.
Show wise. Yeah. We still got phone calls in. We still got to talk about topics.
Experiment with
Hopefully,
something.
the folks at home enjoyed the conversations that were had,
Well, give
if
us-
not the game.
Give us feedback on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we like to know, like, was this... I mean, I think you couldn't do, like, a hardcore game, but light games...
I think if we stick to games we know as well,
Yeah.
we can play
Without thinking.
while talking.
Yeah.
So I can see trying this again, maybe on a BGA style, for games that we already know.
Yeah.
Games that we enjoy and play regularly, where we can, folks can watch our strategies and see what we're doing, and still have us have conversations without having brain farts.
Cup of Noodles Yahtzee.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
We played a couple noodles Yahtzee while chatting
Yeah. Had a little conversation.
before we did phone calls.
We got that from the guys on
Man versus
Brothers
Evil?
Murph.
Brothers Murph.
Brothers Murph did it. Yeah, they did a little. Or they did that for a few months and then stopped. But so this is one of the. This is one of the whatchamacallit cards, promotion cards. +1 for each other board
Chris says
game.
to add the expansions next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I assume they kick up the complexity a little bit, but yeah, +1 for each other board game and toy comfort you have, and that's that paleo game where they're digging. Pretty cool.
And then the
Game table. Each turn, you may re-roll one or both of your family dice up to twice before placing any workers. Wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, it's got the Dice Tower symbol on it. So that's the Dice Tower promo.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Where'd you get these, Wayne? These are all
Dice Tower.
from.
Yeah.
Dice Tower promo.
These are all from Dev.
Yeah, it's been part of the
That
original
was Kickstarter. For, yeah.
A lot of these came with it, yeah. So
Sweet.
All right, folks. Till next week, we'll be back doing it again. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you thought. I enjoyed still taking your phone calls. I enjoyed
it was
playing 3 games, two games today.
2 tonight. Yeah.
2 tonight. One before show, one after during the show. So thank you, Wayne, for coming out. We are the Beans and Dice podcast. I'm Carlos,
I'm Rob.
I'm Wayne.
and we're a podcast about.
How we game?
Thanks for watching the Beans and
Hey
Dice
guys, thanks
podcast.
Chris. Appreciate
Don't
your
forget
giving us
to
some
like and
tips.
tonight.
subscribe.
Yeah.
Thanks for texting me all the moves to make, but I still didn't win.
That's what you get.